car.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Not sure how these work, but
Well, essentially what I do is I'm going to go ahead, I'll paint the picture, I'll take it to a particular point, and then I will pass it off to you guys, and then you just take over the narration and tell me what happens. Derek, yours does have combat in it, it's strictly just
narrative right now.
Just all narrative is all. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna go to the. Oh, you just put that up, huh? Sounds so condescending at me. Oh, by the way, we can hear us talking right now. It's there, I'm telling you. I just heard it.
Good thing we weren't saying anything inappropriate.
All right. Yeah, I'm listening right now. Nope. Yeah, I still can. It's on a delay, so.
Here, I'll pull it up on my computer, see if I can hear. Maybe this is real hearing things. No, I definitely hear stuff. Background music.
You know what? Hold on a second. I don't have Twitch open.
Yeah, I just heard Will say that.
Yep,
Yeah.
told you.
Now you just heard me say I heard Will say that. Now you're saying behind the scenes.
You're too good at it. It's audio. That's your Achilles heel, man. I believe you.
Yeah, it's absolutely broadcasting out through the Twitch. Yeah.
So true.
What was that?
What?
Who?
Whatever Wes had on was just glorious. Did nobody else see that? Was that? Yeah.
I wasn't looking at that, so I'm sharing right now. Sharing is caring. And yes, I talk to myself even outside the game. For anybody who's listening. Obviously. That was far too easy.
You guys keep like in the back. It's actually kind of
You're just having a rough night all around, ain't you, bruh? No! We'll be able to start here in just a...
Mom actually came to Houston, spent time with us, saw what the houses were like. They came down the lawn.
Now I'm hearing the TV.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay.
It was actually astronaut in the Stanfield.
Ooh, that's my boy there. yeah.
Are we actually gonna start on time?
Yeah, go ahead.
Dude.
Oh, I think that was directed towards you, Adam. Uh-oh.
I wasn't directing it at Adam. I was
Don't
like,
take that from him, KD. Blast back.
No, I legit was like, wow, we're all here. We're all starting on time. This is great. We should like stream the sound beforehand.
Yeah. It's fight. You like my mom. Fight nice, yeah.
Sounds like scanners or something. People's heads explode. I don't think I've ever watched the intro before. What is these blue monster things supposed to be?
Oh, I love it.
I thought you were out like in your costumes doing all these.
You ever? Yeah, you obviously, yeah. I can say the last one, the one you had for the last one. It was really funny because it was you in a costume doing that. Like this girl dancing. With like dreads. Michael, what is that?
It's a chocolate coffee bunch cake that my wife made.
That's amazing.
Ah, I want some.
Really good.
It sounds
I'd share, but
amazing. It's not all about you, Adam, or your audio, okay? I can't hear you. Is it turned on? Who's working in a mud pit? What are you talking about? Now he's listening to somebody else.
Taking this very seriously.
Yeah. He doesn't get it, Wes. He's not looking at you.
And with that, we are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Greyhawk Adventures. I hope everyone can hear us okay, and you might have heard us in the background during the opening. No one could explain why. It's the magic.
you know, a 2-second warning. I could have put my plate down. Would have been nice. But...
No, just no warnings.
That's how it goes.
You got to be ready to go at all times, Michael.
So are we, can they hear us now?
Yeah, I checked.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Regardless of what Adam might tell you, I got his back. He doesn't believe me when I tell him, but I got it.
It's hard to believe you. Anyway, what's going on here, Will DM?
Oh, hi everybody. Welcome to Greyhawk Adventures. Gosh. Now I'm going to start tripping up all over the place.
No one's tripping up but you. Don't accuse me of tripping up.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Greyhawk Adventures. I'm Will DM. I'm the Dungeon Master for this fine evening. This is our Season 4, Episode 5.
What?
We are
I thought it
in
was
the
episode
Bone
4.
March. No, it's Episode 5. I've told you that.
Oh,
and
did
you know
I-
what? Everybody in chat heard me tell you that, too.
Did you guys in chat, did you hear us before the stream came on?
Of course they did.
Will, are you drunk? That's just abnormal.
Hey, Rigger, how you doing, man?
Yeah.
No.
This is, yeah.
Surprisingly, I never... I drank once during the stream, and that was enough.
He's still drunk.
And I never again.
in Colorado, though, so maybe he's not drunk. Maybe
Yeah,
you
we don't
enjoyed
know
some
what's going
edibles
on.
or something beforehand.
Yeah, man.
Put in the chat, what do you think Will is on tonight?
See, Rigger and my voice both said yes, they could hear you.
Yeah, I
Yes.
don't know why. As long
It
as
is
you can hear
episode
us now.
5.
Yeah. Anyway, Streamlabs, if you'd like to be a sponsor, we'd love to have you.
Not gonna lie, when Will started talking, I was like, is Will drunk? I'm not gonna lie, like literally that thought went through my head. And I was like, nah, he always sounds like that.
I don't know whether or not I should be insulted or
No, it's
what.
not a good thing.
It's
You're
okay.
happy. It's great.
That's true. I am a happy drunk too. So it would be the same. The only difference would be slurred words. Hey, I guess we should start the show.
Yeah, what are we doing here tonight?
Hey,
This has
everybody,
been
we're
a-
here. We're here for Greyhawk Adventures. A little bit of D&D 5e. Yeah, man. So why don't we go ahead and introduce these fine players and Adam? We're going to start off with KD. Go ahead and introduce yourself, girl.
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm playing Ziara. She is a human rogue, and she's got a little fox friend who is he's a spellcasting fox.
What's his name?
Ashito.
Because that's your backup character. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Just saying. All right, Michael, go ahead.
Why is that a hint that Ziara's gonna die today?
I've been telling you guys I plan on
Wow.
killing everybody in this campaign since before we started.
A
I
chilling
noticed.
vision of things to come.
I was just thinking the other day I didn't put up anybody's backup character sheet so they can make up backup characters. And you do that.
Wow.
I'm slacking. Sorry, Michael.
So
I
that
didn't
means
mean
Michael's
to
going to play a horse?
roll all. Yeah, that's his
That
backup.
would be pretty awesome.
Backup
I can't
character. It
wait.
would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I played a centaur once in a fate campaign, so it won't be that much different.
Yeah.
Except
Yes.
I wouldn't be able to use a longbow. So
You wouldn't be able to speak common.
Yeah, Connie
You can
can
only
speak.
speak goblin and horse.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's something.
No, Connie can't speak
No.
common. I thought Connie
Where
could
have you
speak common.
been?
Connie can speak common. She just
No.
speaks
Connie
only in
speaks
goblin.
goblin.
Just goblin?
Yeah.
I
just
feel like
goblin.
we're digressing. I
And
feel like
Wow.
we're
The
digressing.
sad thing, I don't think we've
Yes,
ever
we've been here the entire
progressed, so
time.
we can't really digress.
I'm
we
sorry,
just
so,
haven't been able to move forward, I think, is
Yes.
really what's happening.
go
We
go
started
ahead.
off on a low note, and now we're keeping
this is
pretty
why.
even.
But I am
Michael,
playing
go ahead.
Ollie, the knightly squire. Hopes to become a full knight someday. That's what I'm playing. He's an eldritch knight, actually. So you might see a few magical tricks up his sleeve.
All right, Wes.
Hi, I'm Wes. I'm playing Eastus. He's a divination wizard.
Take notes, Adam. That's how you do it. All right, Adam.
You know what? I'm Adam. I don't know if I'm going to play tonight. Anyway, I'm playing Orleo Stargazer Vaime Laga.
Oh, look at you. Look, I called you out last time. You had to do it this time.
Goliath fighter. No magic up his sleeves. I don't even know if he has any. He doesn't have sleeves.
Mhm. I'm sure he does. He's got something up there.
No.
All right, so let's do a brief recap. So the party has taken a job, a contract to work for Count Cargus in the Bone March as they go north to a town called Hardford. Oh, hello.
What happened to Michael?
He changed into a lotion bottle.
No, don't forget to hand sanitize.
There it is.
Purell, if you'd like to be a sponsor.
That was awesome.
If
Thank
there's-
you, Michael. If there's nothing else that happens tonight, that will make tonight completely worth it.
I hope all of you watching agree.
So, but they accepted a contract from Count Cargus. They've gone up to the northern rebuilding of a town called Hardford, sorry. And up there, they've been taking jobs and contracts from the local mayor, and they're in a competition with a band of adventurers called the Rovers. At the end of the last episode, they finished up helping out the Gnome Kings and Gnome Guard. And they thought that they wouldn't be able to help out Abdra. She's a witch that lives in a windmill, not that far outside of town. They thought the Rovers were going to go and warn her about the dragon because it's one of the things they've been doing lately is going around telling people, hey, just so you know, there's a dragon, be careful.
Well, yeah, we fought
And-
it off because we're so cool.
You guys didn't fight it off the Rovers.
I'm talking about the Rovers. I was
He was
imitating-
talking like the Rovers.
Yeah,
If you hadn't
come on,
noticed, he was
dude.
using the Rover voice.
Is that what that is?
I feel like
Let's,
we're
Kinda
not,
like slow and
let's keep our
dumb-sounding,
momentum going. We've been doing really well.
we're not on the same page tonight. I can tell that already.
And then they bumped into the Rovers, and the Rovers never made it up to Abdera's place because they ran into a band of marauding orcs and humans from the Two Moon tribes. So they went up to warn her. And lo and behold, it's a good thing they went, because when they got there, there was a manticore that had been fleshed out of the rakers by Cryovane, was attacking her windmill. They surprisingly were able to defeat it with some quick ingenuity casting of a web spell to bring it down to earth. And then they were able to smite it off. They met Abdera, which they all wanted her to teach her magic, but then when they all find out that she's
I didn't even talk to her.
kind of a druid, and really couldn't teach most of them what they wanted, that was it. And
We got a
that's
whole
pretty-
bunch of manticore parts
pretty
now,
much-
too. We got
you did get a
head,
bunch
we
of
got
manticore
a
parts out of it.
tail, we got some wings.
Yep.
We got a claw.
but that's where we ended.
Made a cloak out of a wing.
But we didn't make it yet, but we're going to. It's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah. But that's where we ended the episode. But that's not where we're going to pick up right now. So what we're going to start off with is, I want you to imagine an 80s montage. And in this montage, so to speak, the center of the montage is Ollie Moore. We see Ollie going about in a small town over in Raddick, and it shows him with his mother fussing over him as he packs. Who do you live with? Was it his aunt?
My aunt and
Not his
uncle.
mom. Your aunt. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm remembering it a little bit too late. His aunt fussing over him as he packs. His uncle over his shoulder as he's going through and selecting arms and armor for his journey. His cousin helping him once more practicing on the practice field. We also see him with a number of other people making preparations. A provisioner outlying him with food stuff and baggage for his trip. We also see him in a what appears to be like a library at a table, going over maps with an elderly man. Montage continues to, now we see Ollie on a dock at, what did I do? Oh, there it is, right there, at port of Fadrick in Raddick, preparing to leave, saying goodbye to all the people that we saw in the previous parts of the montage. Then we see him on the deck of a ship as it's rolling on a kind of choppy but not a stormy sea. Then we see it putting into port to a city called Belport in the northern Great Kingdom. We see Ollie going through the streets of Belport and seeing the contrast differences, and it shows up in the imagery too. Whereas in Raddick, all the people in the backgrounds that we saw were a very happy people, or people that seemed joyful. The people in Belport, when he arrives there, a lot more somber, a lot more serious and set of face. The town itself seems a little bit drabber, a little bit, well, just not happy. Then we see Ollie on the road traveling. See him running into a number of different types of travelers, from refugees almost in appearance to knights, where it appears that Ollie is asking them questions and seemingly oblivious to these men who appear to be like extremely aggressive, almost, well, one step away from being a death knight. Then we see Ollie traveling at night, looking around, kind of, being aware, trying to be aware of his surroundings. And Then Ollie, it all comes together, and we're no longer going through the montage, and we catch up in real time with Ollie on the road. It is early dusk. There's a lot of long shadows and darkness about him. And the crunching of gravel and dirt beneath the hooves of Connie's feet is pretty much the only sound we hear until there's a slight ring in the air. Ollie cocks his head, and then there's another. Then a shout. Ollie picks up the pace on Connie, his horse, and starts riding at a trot, which gets into a short run. And the sounds of combat get louder. He comes around a bend on this road that's in a slightly forested area, just as he was approaching Sturgeon, a town in a county in northern kingdom of what used to be the great kingdom of Erde. And there on the road before him is a towering gray brute, obviously waylaying and setting into a group of armed humans, men. And these poor men seem to be getting the worst of the wear. And this is where we're going to let you two gentlemen take over the narration.
You forgot that the brute had a goblin attached to him by by a chain to his belt.
There you go. You set me straight.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, at this point, there's 5 guys. They're not looking so great. You know, they sort of surround Orleo. We'll ignore the fact he called him a brute. But Ollie doesn't know that. And he doesn't have a sword in his hand anymore. But he's got his shield out. And he's blocking the blows of the guys, the humans that are surrounding him. And that's when Ollie rides up.
Now, I do have to point out, Ollie's never seen anyone that looks like Star before. And from first impressions, it would appear that this cross between a ogre and a human or something is laying into a bunch of regular old Joe human men-at-arms. So,
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like a giant to Ollie, so
right.
obviously we must go slay the giant. And Ollie rides forward, spurring Connie, drawing his lance into his hand, almost as an afterthought as he charges headlong into this giant that's attacking these humans and yelling at them to form a line that will take this creature down as he charges forward.
As he charges forward, I do a little dive roll out of the way like I used to back in my gladiator days. This isn't my first rodeo. One of the other guys, comes from behind me with a sword, catch him at the last minute with my shield, trip him with the other hand, falls to the ground, and I say, "Gob, watch out!" And I say, "Hey, you! None of your business over here, okay? This is between me and these brigands."
I didn't know your kind spoke our language. As I whirl around and spur forward again, bearing down.
As you do, I grab one of the other guys, pull him in front of me, and sort of toss him toward the charging knight and say, "Hey, don't kill him. I get more money for him alive."
And of course, I managed to veer around that. Connie, being as intelligent as she is, manages to completely avoid him as we continue the deadly charge.
Yeah, the third guy, I think he's got me dead to rights now because I'm not paying attention, comes charging at me, catches me a little bit on the side as the sword, goes past me, grab his arm with the one hand, whack him with the shield, knock him out with the other, take the long sword that he was holding. and say, "Look, I don't know what your problem here is, buddy. Wait, hold on for a second." The other guy comes in charging. I parry with the sword and strike back and keep him back at bay a little bit. Say, but we're here on official business. There's a bounty on these men, and I'm here to collect it.
I don't understand such a thing. As I whirl around again and start another charge.
Yeah, this time I grab the chain that Gob is on, pull him closer to me, and I say, "Do me a favor, get rid of that lance for me." And as he charges, I sidestep the horse, toss Gob on onto the back, and Gob grabs onto like the back of the lance from behind him to make it harder for him to wield. And if he goes too far, then I just unclip him from the belt.
Well, I step down off the horse at that point, sword and shield up, and continue rushing forward, yelling obscene things at this giant, and how you shall not take down these poor innocent men.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the fifth
then
guy...
I yell,
Good.
you know, then I command Connie to take care of that goblin thing.
I want to know what Connie does to the goblin first.
Yeah, because they can talk to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Connie whirls around. Obviously, the gob is now riding, holding this lance, looking rather foolish as she looks back at him and kind of gets an idea and just kind of sets her feet, and Gob goes flying over the horse's head.
Yeah, well, first the lance goes down into the ground, propelling him over like a pole vault. You just hear goes flying into a nearby bush, cursing in Goblin all the way. The fifth guy comes over. A little 1-2 with the swords. He swings at me, misses. I swing at him, miss. He comes at me again. I knock his sword away with the shield, and then hold him steady and say, "Just do me a favor, wait here." Then I turn toward this knight or whatever, and say, "Look, bud, you're really cramping my style here. It's hard enough to fight 5 guys. I know I'm making it look easy, but it's not that easy to do. Now, I don't know who you think you are, what you think you're doing, but I've got paperwork right here in my backpack." I say, "Hey, Gob, come back here." I said, "He'll be here in a moment," and he'll take it off because then another moment, another guy comes charging at me. I've got to fight with him. And say, "But look, it's all official. We're all on the up and up here, so these guys are bad news. Otherwise, they wouldn't have sent me in to find them."
"You're trying to confuse me," I say as I attack. Meanwhile, Connie and Gob begin chatting in Goblin.
Yeah.
Unnoticed by either of us.
Yeah. Gob is telling him the whole story. I say, "All right, look here, friend. Do these guys look like fine, upstanding citizens to you?" Meanwhile, they're all like in a row now, and they're smiling, like little, got their hands behind their backs. They're So these guys are.
Please explain yourself.
Yeah, I already did, man. You got to pay attention. These guys.
You were saying something about papers.
Yeah, I've got paperwork. I said, if any of you move, I'm gonna forget about the more money alive versus dead business here. I sigh. I put the other guy's longsword in my hilt, since mine's broken on the ground somewhere, and take off the backpack, keeping an eye on everybody as I do. One guy tries to make a move. I pull out a trident from my back and throw it so it lands in the feet in front of him, and say, and then look through my pack for a second, pull out a wanted scroll for these guys, and look, these guys, that's Mortensen over there, and I point at probably the best dressed of the group, and say, "This guy and his band of idiots are wanted for theft and for murder. You're gonna defend them?"
I've heard something about Morton the Cut Purse.
Yeah, that's the guy. I don't like to use nicknames like that. I mean, it gives him a false sense of security and makes him think I have some respect for him. And I really, that it really wouldn't bode well for me. I've got to look down on people like this.
But you're a giant. Giants are evil.
Well, first of all, I'm a Goliath. Although we are descended from the mighty giants. And I'm one of the good guys. In fact, you might say I'm the best. Give him a little wink.
But you have traveled with a goblin.
Oh, yeah. No, that's my
who is
friend.
also evil.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You got me to rights on that one. But this guy is actually all right. He was another bounty, but turns out this guy just wants to do some good. One of the guys starts running off. I say, do me a favor. Hold on to that for a second. Chase him down, tackle him, take his head, smash it into the dirt a little bit, knock him out. Get back up, drag the guy back behind me as I walk over to Ollie and say, look, do you see this? These guys are bad news. I'm taking them in. You can either help me or you can go on your way. I'd rather not fight you. You seem like a nice enough kid.
And I kind of glance over at Gob and sheathe my sword and reach out my hand, and my lance appears in my hand. And I kind of keep the lance between the two of us. And I say, how do I know I can trust you?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, these are difficult times, man. Who can trust anybody, I suppose? But all we can do is give you our word. Now, if you could stop pointing that lance at my little friend, I'd appreciate it, because, that's just poor form.
Pointing it at Star.
Oh. I call myself my little friend sometimes. It's a quirk. I don't know. I grew up alone. I didn't have
I raised the lance a little bit higher. No.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Above the waist there, would you? Thanks.
I say, Connie, I'll come over and whisper in my ear, too.
All right. Say, I'm going to take these guys in. Are you going to stop me? Or are you going to help?
Well, if they're really are you really this thief that he's talking about? Is that really what he's not really a giant?
See, if that isn't what a cutthroat would do, I don't know what is. Plus, there was no denial there. God was there as denial. See, there's no.
All right, what did the guy who appears to be the chief of the brigands that's tied up on the ground says? Yeah, see, we're innocent. We didn't do anything. See, we're getting framed by him. He's a giant. You can't trust him, man.
I walk over and I just kick him under the chin, knock him out. So yeah, he talks too much. Anyway, I'm bringing these guys in. You're either going to stand in my way, you're going to help, or we'll go our separate ways.
I think I'll come along and make sure that you're all on the up and up.
All right, sure.
Connie here says your goblin friend told Connie the same story. So
wait a minute.
So we'll see if you're true or really on the up and up.
Let's just take a brief time out here. Did you just say your horse told you that my goblin told it that we had the same story and I'm on the up and up?
Yes.
The guy that you just kicked under the chin starts grogging. He comes back around. Did you hear that, see? Yeah, he's talking to goblins. You can't hit horses. You can't trust them. Yeah.
I sigh. I take the shield. Just hold it up. Not on my arm anymore. Just hold it up with two hands and just whack him on the head with it. Just give him a nice shot there. And say, all right, you've got to say, I find you fascinating here, kid. I start tying up everybody else and a little line. So the guy who's the main guy who's passed out, stick on the back of my horse. Gob comes up, hooks himself back up to the belt. Say, all right, let's take a ride.
What's with the goblin chaining himself to? Is he afraid he's gonna get lost?
Yeah.
Then I could turn to Gob and ask him in Goblin why he does that.
Yeah, he just says, at this point, it's kind of just habit, and the big guy's been protecting me for a while here, and it's safer being attached to him. I'm a goblin out in the open road is,
I got to call Pogue on this. I would think that he would be something more along the lines of, he's dreamy, isn't he? He's the best warrior ever. I love this guy.
But these aren't your characters, are they?
I know, damn it. Go ahead.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. You could travel with him without being tied to him.
Well, no, I don't see it. That's all he has to say about that.
All right.
So as we're riding off with these guys, I just say, so what's your story, kid?
I'm Squire Oliver Moore, and I'm on a mission.
Squire, what is a squire?
It's someone who's training to become a knight.
Oh yeah, you're going to be a knight.
That's the plan.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool. I'd love to learn how to be a knight. What do you got to do? You got a magic lance there. That's pretty neat. You got a talking horse. Are these all prerequisites for being a knight?
No, it's just a regular lance. It just obeys me.
Wow, you got a lance who obeys you,
and
a horse that talks to you. Man,
well,
you're
the
fucking
horse is
nuts.
a gift from my uncle.
Huh.
He dabbles in magic.
Oh yeah, so you do magic then too.
Well, my uncle dabbles in magic, yeah.
I mean, you did some crazy shit there with that lance. There was some
he
magic
taught me a
going
trick
on.
or two.
It's pretty neat. Where are you headed?
Right now to get these guys delivered and make sure that your story checks out.
All right, man. At that point, the guy behind me sort of wakes up a little bit, give him a backhand to knock him out again, and as the screen fades into like a little circle, and you just see the two of our horses riding toward the sunset, and then boop, it closes.
All right. Excellent. So, now we get a little insight into how the Ollie and Star came to meet each other on the road, and a little bit of information in the montage about Ollie and where he's coming from. So, all right. So let's go ahead and pick up where we left off last week. You guys were just leaving?
We were just leaving the witch's place.
Abdra's?
Yeah.
Okay. So
and you had
guys...
some sort of what were you carrying this stuff on? Was it like a floating disc?
I cast Tensor's floating disc. Yeah,
that's right.
Ritually.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are headed back to Hardford then. You guys are on your way with a floating disc full of, nastiness.
And I am
talking about
covered in
blood.
Yeah, blood and all sorts of nastiness.
So what you're telling me is you're not really good at cutting up, because you don't have to get totally covered in blood.
This thing is huge, and all I had was a sword. I was just hacking away at it.
Well, no, it's
I didn't have surgeon's tools.
She came out and helped you. She had the proper tools.
Yeah, by the time she came out, I had already hacked that head off.
Okay.
I want to put that thing up on our wall in the bunkhouse.
Okay. So, all right. So you guys are heading on back. You get back to where the ferry is, and then you see on the other side there is at the ferry stop on your side of the Harp River, because they never anchor there. They're always on the western shore. Okay. The Harp is kind of like the cutoff of basically the county's Knurls territory, and then the rest of the Bone March, even though there's stuff like Gnome Guard was over here and so forth. So there's a bell that you guys can ring, but when you get there, one of you picks up the I don't know, what do you call that? It's not a tapper. There's an official name for it. Maybe it's a striker. I think it is a striker. It's like a hammer that you would use to hit hit the bell.
If I had a hammer.
Across the river, though, there's almost always during the daytime, and it's still pretty early because you guys wrapped up stuff at Gnome Guard at what? It was early afternoon, and then just an hour to Abder's place and what have you. It's probably like 4:00, and so across the way is one of the ferryman's kids, and they see you, so they're about getting ready, so forth. Ferry comes, grabs you guys. Takes you back across. I guess I could have skipped over all this. So you got to take the ferry, you're back across the river, and you're going into Hardford.
No, we like the excruciating detail.
This is an actual version of me. You know how I start talking to myself when I'm doing things, and there you go. You got to see it in real time.
The grass was a shade of green, not
Right?
bright green, but a little bit more of a muted green, because there was some browns mixed in.
So, so you guys are on your way back into Hardford. You noticed as you're coming in, you're coming in through here. I don't know. I'll bring up the map. So that there it is. Boop. So you guys would be coming in essentially. It's still this part of the. Hold on, let's see what's that. No, okay. So you guys are coming in from down here.
Really?
You'll just have to trust me how it's all spun about. So,
or at least we're close to home.
Yeah, over here, there's like some lattice work set up, and there's the group of construction workers. So there's like 10 guys over there, and they're working on the wall. Looks like they're wrapping up for the day, and as you guys are riding in, they all kind of like wave at you. So you're heading back into Hardford. What would you like to do? You have a floating disc full of stuff.
I'd love to stop back at the mayor's.
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose it should report.
It's across.
I still don't like him very much, so I'm gonna go over to the Shrine of Luck and make a deposit over there.
Anybody else want to come with?
Go ahead and roll me. What are you dropping there?
Just a gold coin again.
Okay, roll me a d20. Okay.
11.
Cool. Well, the mayor's house is right across from your guys' place.
Got to return these horses too, I bet him. I don't know
Well,
if I got a deposit or what.
Yeah, I mean, you could either return the horses or somebody could go in and pay. I mean, here's the thing, and I'm not sure the guy right offhand that it's in the descriptions. It would probably be Braithen. Yeah, Braithen is going to be the guy who's going to be also the same one who's putting out the that rents out the horses, and he's the provisioner. He's essentially the guy who runs the general store, and he has a stable for this sort of stuff. It's a known. He knows who you guys work for. You guys work for the mayor. He's not overly concerned. He'll keep a running track. Like if you guys don't come back with his horses, he just keeps track of it. And then next time you come up,
I just figured they have a barn there.
They do. You guys have a barn where you're at too.
Oh, who knew?
You have stables. Yeah.
All right then.
So it's up to you. You can either take him back, or
I guess we'll keep him with us because we're probably.
Are they going to keep charging for him even though if you're not,
Yep.
So and here's
back. The other thing would be is that you guys would then have to start paying for their keep.
Oh, forget that. These are rentals. Let's just bring them back.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys, so who's doing what? You guys come into town. You've got your floating disc.
Yeah.
You've got somebody wants to go to mayor. You want to go to.
Yeah.
I suppose I need to go with you to drop because the disc follows me.
Well, can you drop the disc? We can drop most of that stuff off at the house. I'll just take the head with us to the mayor's.
All right.
We will take the head to the bears because
Okay, so you guys are going to go to drop stuff at the house and the mayor's first, and then the horses second. Is that what I'm hearing here?
Yes.
Maybe
That's a yes,
probably
okay.
doesn't go to the mirrors. He goes to the shrine instead because he can't stand the mayor.
After the shrine, why don't you go drop off the horses? Can you do that?
Connie can take care of that.
Connie's all right.
Connie can't talk to Brathen.
No, she can take the horses over there. He knows what they're for. You already
She has to-
established
she-
that.
That's true. He could. They could just come wandering up. Brathen's gonna be like,
She has to
Well.
pay too.
yeah. She
She's
just
not
eats
saying
high
that
wood-
she can't pay.
Yeah.
It's not a challenge. Just reminding you that she has to pay.
Does she ride up with a bag of gold in her mouth?
If someone gives her one, yeah.
Didn't he already pay? I thought he already paid for them for the day.
Actually, he did because it was just a day. So you did go and talk to him beforehand. So if you want, Connie can take the horses back.
Yep, that's what she'll do. Then she'll come find me over at the shrine or back at the house or wherever
Okay.
I am.
Okay, so all right, so the only one's going over to the mayor's, which is again literally across the street from your place.
Yeah.
Is okay. So we've got. So you're holding on to the head then?
Yeah.
Now?
Mhm.
Okay. Got it all up on one shoulder. I mean, you're still covered in blood because I'm assuming you didn't bother when you were next to the river to take a quick dip.
No, it's much more dramatic to show up.
Yes,
this
of
way.
course. Of course it is. Dramatic's not quite the word I would use, but yes. Okay.
Horrifying.
So you guys go over, and you noticed when, you went over, you stopped at your place, you're dropping stuff off. The mayor's house, like I've said already, across the street, the front door's open.
Oh, what's going on?
I don't know.
I peek in. Weston, Wester, what's your name? What's his name?
It says right on the map even.
Oh, yeah, it does. Harvin Wester. Hey, Wester.
And you go and you stick your head in there, and there inside is Wester. He's sitting at a table. He's got tea on the table and what have you. And he's sitting there drinking tea. And sitting at the table with him is this massive woman. She's built like a brick shithouse. She's got shoulder. She is, because how tall are you? How big are you? You're 8
Just
foot
under
or
8
7?
feet, yeah.
Just under 8 feet.
Yeah.
She's 6'5". Okay, she's human, and she's very grim-faced, intimidating. She's got blonde hair. The blonde hair goes into pigtails. It's, if you were to think of a Valkyrie and then turn it up to 11, you basically got this brawny bitch. Okay, she is impressive. And she's got leaning against the table where they're at this greatsword in a sheath, and she's sitting there drinking what you think's beer. There's a pitcher, and she's got a stein and whatever. And so you stick your head in it, Western. Yes, this is one of the ones I was telling you about. Yeah. Star, correct, right? That's what they call you, Star.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we built up a better rapport that you should remember my name, but then again, I called you Weston.
Did.
I called you Weston earlier, so I suppose we're even.
Yes.
Anyway, look what I found, and I pull out this decapitated manticore head.
Don't get blood on my floor.
Oh yeah, it's a little too
Leave that
late.
thing outside.
Yeah, look at that thing.
Look what I found.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what he says. 'Cause
That's what he said.
Is that what I'm saying, Ziara? Is that what he just? Look what I found.
yeah, this is the one who really killed him. I don't even think I hit the guy. Did I even hit this thing when it was alive?
No. You got what a freaking goober.
So
I wonder why I don't like him.
You're not here, God.
Is there something I could do for you?
Well, I
We're
mean,
terribly sorry for interrupting.
yeah, I thought you'd be a little bit more excited that we killed a man.
Well, good job, Lee. You killed a
What do you mean,
manticore.
yeah?
That's excellent.
Yeah, it's not.
You.
What do you mean? Yeah, I said something totally opposite to what you just said.
You
I
hear
said
that?
I thought we were interrupting, and you said, "Yeah, we should leave." They're
The,
obviously on a date.
The big lady gets up. You hear her snickering when you say that. And she just comes strolling over towards the door with the beer in her hand. It's like, so you found that?
I mean, we didn't. It found us.
Well, technically,
She
found it
leans
because
she leans up against the wall, the door frame, and she's right there. Technically.
he found it because he had no hand in helping to kill it.
Well, no, that's not entirely true. I tried.
He tried. I
Yeah.
killed it.
I
With
jumped
help
on its back
from-
in a moment of heroic.
Ziara's gonna
Yes.
step in and be like, "Are we really talking about this right now? Can we all just say that we all killed it?" And
The big lady looks at you and she goes, apparently. She
Well,
takes a
we
drink.
wouldn't have to clarify if he didn't leave with, "Look what I found."
All right, I'm sorry I said look what we found. Look what he's just
No!
found. Look what he's just found. He's just
I don't
found.
need no. The strays. The strays killed.
Oh,
That's who you are. You're the Stray
no,
Avengers.
No.
I don't know who we are anymore.
That makes me feel icky. Just the
And
strays.
then she turns around. She looks at Western. She goes, "I thought you said there was the Rovers and then the Stray Avengers in town.
Yeah,
Who are
well,
these
the Stray
guys?"
Avengers works. I mean, it's. We were really the Hartford Avengers.
We weren't ever.
And then we
But
may have turned
in
into,
this,
we
I
may
don't
have,
think that. No, in the spirit of compromise, and also in exchange for you not saying anything else about the subject, I will agree to the Stray Avengers.
deal.
Great. Nice to meet you, tall lady.
I'm sorry. My name's Myrna.
Hi,
Myrna.
Myrna.
Did you have business with the mayor?
It's kind of hoping we get a bonus for killing this manticore.
She turns around and looks at the mayor. And she goes, "Is there a bounty on manticores?" No, unfortunately, but here. And he gets up and he comes waddling over. She rattles in. He pulls out 10 gold. There you go.
Thanks.
Wow.
A little disappointing, but no, I guess every little bit helps. Now, this will be put on our Yelp review, right?
I'm sorry, son. I don't know what you're talking about.
We posted some reviews, but from ourselves outside on the board.
Is there something else you needed?
No.
No, I guess not.
No.
And then Myrna just reaches over. She exchanges the beer in her hands, just reaches over and slowly closes the door.
Wait, as she's closing the door, is there a taxidermist? Okay, I guess not. I'll ask somebody else.
Never in all of my years working at a literal freak show have I felt more
I found this.
and just exposed to shame
Look,
as
we have 10 gold.
just now.
I'll give you 4, and
I
then,
don't need-
and then Ziara and I will take 3.
No.
Wait, I think
what?
No, wait, hold on, that's not right.
First of all, that doesn't even.
Yeah,
That's
6 and
not
4.
even-
That works. Yeah, 6 and 4. We each take 3. You take 4.
First of all, what about Ollie?
Ollie's not here. He doesn't. He's fine. He doesn't even know we got a bonus.
He's just gonna throw it in a freaking well.
Yeah, he's gonna put it in the
or
well.
give it to a dove or something totally stupid.
Yeah.
I think it's. I think
I think they got you, Mike.
It's fair to say that any financial
I'm
investment
paying attention to you,
would
though,
be
man.
a waste.
I'm keeping track.
Hasn't Ollie been paying for our horses?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
did. Allegedly.
Yeah. No, he has. That's true.
That's true. He could have stole them. You don't know.
Like he stole that dagger.
He did
Oh
steal
yeah,
that.
he did steal that dagger.
Can we start calling ourselves Team Yelp?
No.
The
What
Yelp-
is a Yelp? What is a Yelp?
The Stray Yelp Adventures.
I don't know. It's every once in a while, Star says the word Yelp review, and I think we should call ourselves.
Instead of asking for help, just ask for Yelp.
There you go. That has a nice ring to it.
Adam.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. I just like.
I'd to be a sponsor.
Oh,
Right,
yes, Yelp,
yeah.
if
There you
would
go.
like to
If you'd like to be a
Love to have
sponsor.
you.
No. So now I guess Star, you need to figure out what to do with all of this.
Yeah, we got a lot of junk here. We got. I'm gonna make
Now
some.
it's me.
We're gonna make some capes. Did you want one of the capes?
Absolutely not.
He would look so cool in it, though. It would look. Great
I already
on you.
look cool. We've covered
It
this.
would be. I know, but I still.
So I
don't
guess the
think
next
that, I don't think
question
that you should
be:
wear it as a cape either. Honestly,
Why not?
I think you'll look really stupid.
What? No, I mean you got to have the right seamstress put it together, but
Do you know one?
no. But I'm assuming that maybe it's next to the taxidermist.
Do you guys even know anybody in this town?
No, we don't. We haven't introduced ourselves.
You know the mayor,
and the dwarf.
Aaliyah, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, what are the other two dwarves that you rode up here with?
I don't remember.
I got them right here.
Dungren and Rothmere.
There you go.
Dahlbrin and Ruthmere.
Yes.
You're close.
Whatever.
All right.
But you guys
We're
are
saying
standing,
all this on the way back to the house.
You guys are standing next to the announcement board, right?
Oh yeah, we should probably take a look at this.
And there's a bunch of things on there right now.
Oh.
So if you were to go in Roll20 and go up where it says job postings for Western, did I share all that with you?
No.
Nope.
Okay, hold on. Let me do that.
So if you were to go into Roll20
You
and
still wouldn't
share
find
the
it.
job postings.
Yep, nothing to see here.
All right, hold on. It might have to do each individual one.
You should be able to see.
I seem to
I should
remember,
be able to do the folder, right?
but I don't see it now.
Anyway, join us Fridays at 9 p.m. for our newest stream, the Dragonlance series, where we play the original Dragonlance modules in 5e with
When
all
is that?
new characters. I just said Friday at 9 p.m. You're not supposed to listen to me. You're supposed to do it. The only reason I'm doing this is to give you time to find what it is you're doing. But you get distracted every time. Without fail, you get distracted. There we go.
Yeah, you love it. Here we go. There's more. I'm doing them all right now.
Oh, so this is
Oh,
possible to read.
God. Days travel north. Okay, here's what we're looking for. Any mention of magical archive, magical secrets.
There was something
stuff.
magical on that last one, but
This would be super
it's
interesting.
hard to, these are blowing in the wind here. It's hard to read them. And they,
The
It's
word
hard to read 'em, yeah.
arcane should also.
God darn it! I just was reading that one.
Did I just share the mountain's
Yeah.
toad? Did
Yeah,
that one
Mountain
just okay?
Toad just popped up.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. And as you guys are there looking at it, the door opens up again. And Myrna's standing there, and she comes walking out with the her beer. She goes, "Oh, by the way, Mayor wanted me to express that he'd appreciate it if you make priority taking the supplies up to the loggers' camp.
what? I want to go to Dragon Barrow.
His brother is at the camp."
Oh.
Yeah, the one that pays the most so far is Axholm. Maybe if his brother wanted to pay some more.
Well, I just figured you'd want to be in the good graces of the guy who runs the town. But
No,
far be
it's
it
good
from me.
advice.
Don't let their words distract you from logic. I'm sure they agree with you on the inside. Thank you very much for your advice.
Sure.
Nope.
Just-
So
can't
how
stand
long
the
have
guy,
you and the
really,
mayor
so.
been dating, by the way?
We're not. She takes a drink and she walks up close to you. It's this, and not in an intimidating way. She just kind of like swanks up and goes, and she like licks her lips and goes, "I like small men."
I like women.
Yeah.
Would you like to come back and see our
Manticore bits.
barracks
Oh, barracks.
that we
yeah.
share with a bunch of other people?
She slams her beer and then she goes, "No, but if you want to take me out to dinner tomorrow night."
Oh, we're going to be going to Dragon Barrow for 4 days.
No.
I mean, when are
Fade
we
to
leaving?
black and come back the next morning. Yeah.
Why don't you go out tonight? Like, tonight would be a great night to go out for dinner.
Why do all the women keep flirting with Eustace?
Do your friends usually do all this negotiating for you.
Oh, you know what we could do? We could set up the barracks cafeteria real nice, and we could all like pretend to be like the wait staff, and make a magical evening for you.
Tell you what, I'll be at the Stonehill Inn tomorrow, 6. You show up.
Tonight would be better for our
Great.
timetable.
And she goes in, goes back into the mayor's place, closes the door.
You sure they're not dating?
I want to make it very clear to you that what you're doing right now is not cool. And
I'm just saying, we got
It's
shit to do.
also-
We don't know if we're going to be back tomorrow night.
it's
Tonight's
also,
a great night.
who
Why
said
not
we're
just-
leaving tonight?
It's
Who
a
said we're
beautiful
leaving-
night. No, we're not going to leave tonight, which is why dinner would be perfect.
Who said we're leaving tomorrow night?
We got shit to do.
Do we?
Yeah. Look at this. There's a magic sword.
I don't
4 days
fucking
east in
care about
Dragonbarrow.
swords. Do I look like I care about
It's
swords?
a dragon slaying sword. What the one
I don't
thing
care
that's
about
terrorizing
swords.
this place
What
is
does
a
What am I-
dragon.
Do we
What am I
gotta
going to
do?
do with a sword?
I could get behind a dragon slaying sword.
Yeah.
Irrelevant. Irrelevant to all of you. I have a date.
No, the date is irrelevant because you're not doing it on the right night.
We don't know anybody in this town. Do you want to win the Yelp review or not?
First of all, I think you need to take a little bit more.
You know, a
charge
magical
of these
sword is going to
situations.
beat any Yelp review.
So you don't care about beating the Rovers?
No, I do, but I don't see how you
Okay.
going on a date is going to
I
help
guarantee
us get
you will get 5 stars.
And it's the sword made of black and starry glass. That's all
Oh,
continues
know.
going
that
on.
was just
about
as
this
good,
sword.
Wes.
Completely oblivious to your entendres.
So Wes got inspiration for that, right?
Hell yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you
thank
go.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't forget you guys got hero points. Just in case.
Look, you guys made the decision not to
Hey
go.
guys, I'm going to Hereford to get this sword. You guys can come with if you want, but that's where
Oh.
I'm going to be.
My
Yeah, I'm going to
God.
go with you. Dragon Barrow.
What sword are we talking about?
Dragon Barrow, located 4 days east of Howardford in the Two Moons clan lands. Who are the Two Moons clan? Those are dwarves, right?
No.
They're humans.
That's not
You
even
met-
the one that the mayor
you met
wants us
some
to
of them.
do.
Why don't
You
we-
met some of them. Matter of fact,
It's
they
the one my
spat.
uncle wants us to do. Much more important person.
They spat at Ziara.
Yeah, I spat
Oh.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, the slavers.
What is it? What are we?
He spit at
We're
me.
in this town to help the mayor. We're not choosing the job that the mayor wants us to do.
Yeah,
We're
why don't
choosing
we
the
do that?
other
Well, we can
job,
do that
and
too on the way back.
and you're trying to cuck my date with the mayor's friend. Like, this is just not strategic.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all. I'm going on the date.
Tonight. You got to
She
take
won't
charge
be
of these
there.
situations. She's already much taller than you. You got to show a little.
What? You hold no authority, and you're taller than all of us. Nobody listens to you.
That's fairly true. Yeah, I've noticed that.
So you guys just gonna remain outside
Yeah.
of the mayor's
Yeah,
arguing? Is that what-
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
This
stay
is
with you,
awesome.
Loggers Camp.
I'm
Dragon Barrel.
staying here until
I'm fine
the
doing.
morning after next.
Now the
And-
loggers camp. If you take a look at the loggers camp, that one's actually fairly close, if I'm
Yeah,
not
we can-
mistaken.
what time is
Yeah,
it
we
now?
can do it
It
there.
only takes
Earlier.
hours to get up to the loggers camp.
That's
What's-
fine by me.
What time is it now?
It's like 5
It's
o'clock.
like a dawn.
If we miss out on a
We
dragon
can be back
slaying
by
sword,
morning.
What?
What'd you
Go
say,
to the
Mike?
loggers camp and be back by morning.
yeah,
Like now?
Yeah.
yeah, why not? Well, I gotta put
No,
my
what?
stuff in the room.
You need to take a shower.
Fuck
Is
your
what you need
stuff.
to do.
Actually,
of
no.
all-
We can use them as bait. Nobody's. If he doesn't get cleaned up, we can just have him go in one direction, and we go and finish the job. It's perfect. So we're leaving now.
I can leave now. I can leave tomorrow.
Make sure to read the rest of the job for the loggers.
Oh,
Take a load of
Perfect.
supplies up with him and check in. Speak with Tibber and encourage him to come home. The supplies are at Barthen's. Oh, so we need to bring him with us.
Bring who?
Back with us.
Tipper.
Tibber back
Tibber.
with us.
Well, encourage you to bring him home. Yeah.
Oh,
I
I'll
mean-
just hit him over the head, tie him up, bring him back. Not a big deal.
Feel like the wording
By the
implies
time we're there, it'll be nighttime. We can capture him in his sleep, and then bring him home.
That's
There
a
you
pretty
go.
solid plan.
bestie. You know, normally I'm 100% behind everything that you say. In this case, however, I feel like the word encourage implies he voluntarily goes and not like coercion voluntarily. I know you're good at that.
I mean,
I know what you're trying to say with subtext is that I shouldn't be making sarcastic comments in front of these two
Right.
because they'll take it seriously.
wait, you weren't
Yes.
serious? I thought that was a pretty solid plan.
I did too, yeah. I kind of liked it. Zap him with a magic missile and knock him out and bring him home.
Yeah, I didn't need a magic missile. Just knock him out.
How did you find me? What was
it
I
was shockingly
doing?
easy.
That's the next
Yeah.
flashback.
This doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
We're not going to capture him. We're not going to tie him up. We're not going to threaten him. We're going to ask the mayor why he's not coming home.
I do have a problem with this dragon barrel one, though. It seems like the mayor wants the sword given to him, and I don't think I want to do that. So
Well, no, I want to keep that sword.
that's I would have zero interest in giving it away. Just to
So you
be
guys
fair.
can slay the dragon.
Yes.
Let's set realistic milestones. First milestone: complete a job that requires us to fight something larger than Star.
We
Kill
fought a
it.
manticore.
We just did a manicore.
I don't want to get into the specifics of that encounter.
Look, it was flying. I have a hard time with this crossbow. I'm not gonna lie
Dragons
to
have
you.
wings.
Yeah.
Dragons can fly. Dragons can also freeze things. This one in particular. So let's.
I like what Forth said. Star killed him after he was dead.
Yes, exactly. Let's just ramp up. Let's ramp up. We got a lot of momentum going right now. I think we're a really strong team. Why don't we just complete the jobs?
All right, so we're gonna go. We're gonna capture the mayor's brother.
Encourage the mayor's brother.
Right. Encourage. Yeah, I get you. And then
Oh, great.
Okay,
All
so what's the plan then, guys? What's the plan?
One of the loggers'
it-
cabin.
In the morning, go to the loggers' cabin.
No, we're
Yeah.
going now.
we're going now.
Okay. So you go into Braithen's then?
Yeah, well, first we have to ask the mayor. I can do that if you guys. In fact, Star, why don't you get cleaned up?
Well, yeah, I got to bring my stuff to the.
Yeah.
Because
Ziara can come.
it
with
is
me.
getting dark.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah,
going to be
probably
night.
gonna
So
be
you
tired.
guys are planning on traveling up
That's
to
why
the loggers'
tonight
camp
would be the best night
during
for a date.
during the night.
Star, nobody asked you out on a
I'm
date.
talking
She-
about
she
you.
She
I'm
already-
trying to
decide
help
when my
you
date
out.
is.
I'm trying
She
to-
told me she's going to be there tomorrow.
Yeah,
And-
Mirna said, yeah.
I didn't even get to talk to her because you already started negotiating for me. Negotiating for me.
It's so true. You would be the worst damn wingman. It's like, so you got a goat in this? Well, you got a couple of sheep. What are we talking transaction wise here, my boy?
Yeah, like chill.
I'm sorry. I was trying to help you out. I was trying to help us out by not having to wait another night.
Fantastic. All right, you get.
Were you
Cleaned
guys
up.
afraid that the rovers are gonna like swoop in and do something you guys
Yes.
want to do?
Yeah.
He's terrified of it. In fact, I think it's
Yeah.
motivating most of his choices.
I got 100 gold riding on this.
Get cleaned up.
You
Ziara
even
and I
know where
can
they're
talk
at?
to the mayor. Well, I'll even ask where the rovers are if that makes you feel
Yeah, I'm
better.
curious.
Actually, you
Ollie
start
can head
hearing
over
some.
to Barthas and get those supplies picked up.
So-
So whenever we do head out, we can have them ready to go. We're not waiting on anybody.
You guys did stop by your
I'm
place
heading
before.
into that. Yeah, we're at this point we're halfway in between our house and Wester's.
Well, did you go to your house before you went to the mayor's, or you went?
Yes,
to
No.
we established
Okay,
that.
if-
we went
yeah,
to
that's
our
what I
house,
thought.
lost
Oh,
the
yeah.
So
tender,
then
dropped off
basically,
stuff.
the rovers are in there,
Okay.
Oh.
and they were actually leaving when you guys came in. Is what I'm going to say, because they're
Where
going.
the fuck are they going?
They're not leaving like packed in with their gear. They're heading out as in. And Ulrich would have told you is like they're going to the was it Stonehill?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're going to the inn. They're going to go tie one on.
No, hey, wait a minute.
Night on the town.
Before they go, I'm gonna say, look at this head.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah, we killed this.
Yeah.
We didn't
Good
just
job.
drive it off. We killed it.
You know what you should do with that?
What do you think?
I think you should put it on a stake outside of town.
No, what I was gonna do is do they have
All
a
right.
taxidermist here? I was gonna get him taxidermy, and I was gonna put the head.
Shadrick starts laughing. He goes, "Oi, you're in horrid food. What do you think they got? There's no fucking taxidermist here."
No, I wanted to mount it on like the
Be
like
shocked
above
if
the
there
front door of
wasn't,
this
but-
place. Wouldn't that look cool?
Yeah, it'd be great. And Horrid goes, "I still think it'd be a little better if you put it on a bike, but what do I know?
I mean, we got a couple
we're
days
just-
before it
We're just
rocks.
leaving in the polls."
Yeah, you didn't.
And they start walking away. We'll be at the tavern if you want a drink.
God
We said
damn
we'd
it.
buy you one.
No, I'll be there. We're not going
Okay.
tonight, right? Did we establish that? All right. Then I'm going to go on a date with the Rovers.
There's a lot of them and only one of you.
That's fine.
That's literally the reason. The reason why Adam is so worried about showing up the rovers is because Star has a crush on all of the rovers.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He just wants to impress them all.
Mostly, what's his name?
Auric.
Auric. Yeah.
Eastus gets a glint in his eye when Star says that he's going to go drink with them.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Now I can't even tell when you're being sarcastic or not.
Oh, ZR will probably like immediately understand that I'm being totally serious. I think I'll join.
Great.
Okay. So, you guys deposit
This
your
also
stuff.
has a crush on all of the rovers.
Absolutely. And now I get to facilitate Star's date.
Yeah.
Just like he did mine.
I don't mind.
They all get so you guys get cleaned up, and then
Yeah.
you're gonna go to the Stonehill then.
Yeah.
We're going, Ziara and I, if she wants to, are going to talk to the mayor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Ollie
get
was
cleaned up.
going to get the supplies, and Star was going to pretty himself up.
Okay. So let me do these in order of. So,
Mine just happened, so we don't.
Yours just
really-
happens, right?
yeah.
Exactly. Ollie, is there anything else that you want to do when you go to Braithen's? Besides, because essentially what Braithen will tell you now, Braithen's a dwarf too. Okay. Just I don't know if I had mentioned that.
No.
He'll tell you, it's like, well, are you leaving he wants to know if you're going tonight. If you're not, he says, because he's got a wagon and a horse that you guys can take to take the supplies up there, because it's crates of stuff. It's not just like a bag.
Excellent. Yeah. We
He says he
all
can
loaded
have
up.
he says he can
Well,
have it ready in the morning when you guys are leaving out, when you're looking at leaving.
Either right now or first thing. We haven't totally decided yet, so I need to get it ready to go.
Okay. Well, I'm closing. Could you go find out? I'll wait, because I'm looking at closing my store.
Let's plan on now, and if we change our mind, we change our mind.
They're
you
gonna
gotta-
got a wagon of goods. What are we gonna? They're gonna get stolen.
And he's like, you guys are you're staying in the barracks, right? You're one of the new adventurers, and because you would introduce yourself to Braithen.
Yeah, I mean,
first
I've been there a few times already.
Yeah. He's like, all right, well, you've got that stable. If you want to just, keep it in your barn, I'm fine with that. You seem to trust
That
him.
works great. Excellent.
So you help him load up the wagon. It's got essentially 6 crates. They're wooden crates in the back of a cart. It's a 2-wheeled. It's not a 4-wheeled wagon, but it's a 2-wheeled cart. And he gives you his. It's a mule for pulling it. So, and gets it all loaded up, so then you can take it back, park it in the barn.
A little bit of fluffery when we called this a horse and wagon, huh? Mule and cart.
And he's all like, "Who told you it was a wagon?"
You did a few minutes ago. We started loading.
They both start laughing.
Yeah, right.
And scene.
Yeah. Well, the dwarf says that, and then you just hear that mumbling of God. Okay, so after you take back the wagon, all that different stuff, so you can take it in the morning, what is Ollie going to do for the evening?
Pretty much just hang out at the. He has no interest in going and tying one on or.
Well,
it's not
going
just
on this date or.
it's not
something
just
like that, so.
it's an inn, so it's like a restaurant that it has all that stuff. So it's not just it's a tavern / inn. There's rooms for rent. They serve food all night.
Let's say I found
Actually,
3 gold
he would
pieces. I'll buy you
just
dinner.
Take a long walk around the outside wall perimeter. That would be what he would consider to be more entertaining or fun than going to an inn.
What a wonder.
I'm
All
never
right.
going to be a knight.
Ollie's such a wonder.
Don't let Ollie fool you. He's not all knights are good.
I mean,
like
he'll
that.
tell people where he's going before he leaves. He's not a total idiot.
Now Grimslade was making some toast. He didn't go to the inn. So like when you get back before you go on your walk, he's in there making toast. He's not going to say anything to you, but you could tell him that you were going for a walk if you wanted. The rest, everybody else, I would assume would be gone by the time you get back from Braithens.
I don't know. It's taking me some time to get cleaned up. I'm covered in.
Okay. All right. So we'll get back to that then. So you guys I'm assuming you just stay right there, wait for them to walk off, and then knock on the door again. Is that
Yeah.
what's
I take
okay.
several long, deep breaths.
Okay.
And then I say, okay, let's be productive.
Okay. You knock on the door then. Okay. A couple of heartbeats go by, and then the door opens up, and it's Myrna. She's the one who opened up the door. And she's got like this, she does have resting bitch face, but when she opens up the door and she sees you, she gets a smirk. Kirk's to one side, and she goes, "Still here, huh?"
Still here. This is unfortunately a business meeting. So I'm going to have to.
Want to talk with old Westies?
I must insist.
It's a shame I'm not here. He's really blowing this whole thing.
Come on in. So she goes in and she goes over and she sits in a chair next to the fireplace, which there's a fire in it now. She's got a lamp next to it. There's a stack of books next to this chair. So she sits down in this big ass chair and gets one of these books and starts reading. Now the mayor is sitting at the table, and he's in the process of getting his supper ready. I thought we were done for the evening. I'm a little bit busy right now. What do you need?
Well, it's not what I need. It's what you need.
Oh, yes, then I have time.
Fantastic. What are you making?
Oh, this is eggs, and I've got a little bacon and ham, and then here's some. This is bread. I was just thinking about frying the bread. This is honey, and essentially he's having like a breakfast sort of thing.
I'm not that hungry.
Don't say anything, Adam. I knew you were
I
going
just
to.
never pictured him as a breakfast for dinner type guy.
Yeah. Well, I thought you were going to talk about every time I have people eating dinner and breakfast.
That's
That
true.
tea
Actually, now that you
smells-
mentioned it, it is true.
Yeah.
That tea smelled delicious, though. Ziara, do you
Well,
want some tea?
Yes, you get to help yourself.
Oh, thank you so much. I make myself some tea. We saw this notice, and what can you tell us about Tibor?
My brother. Yes. Headstrong, lad. Yes. Don't really get along. He's my half brother, by the way. You know, our mother, God rest her soul, my father, he passed. But anyway, that's beside the point. He's a prospector. He likes easy money. I mean, that's the whole reason well, I guess not why he would be up there. But besides the point, he's parlayed his way into being the foreman of the loggers camp through the Lion Shields company. Well, yes. And so, yeah. I mean, what do you need to know? I mean,
It's very simple. Why do you want him back, and why doesn't he want to come back?
Well, because there's a dragon flying around. I don't know if he doesn't want to. It's just a matter of trying to persuade him. Our mother would be beside herself if he was gobbled up by a dragon. I just want to keep an eye on him. That's all.
Any incentives that we could?
I was just about to ask that.
Yeah.
Try the mother
go ahead.
card. Him and mother are close.
I'll like reverse. I'll drink my tea.
Him and mother are close. Maybe you could try that. Yes. You could also, well, no, I'm not giving him one damn coin to come back here if he gets eaten. As far as I'm, well, god damn it, I can't. Yeah,
wait,
and he digs in his pocket and he pulls out a purse, and he throws it onto the table and goes, "It's 15 gold. Just offer it to him to come stop in and see his brother, and then for travel expenses. He likes money."
The mother is. They share a mother or they share a father.
Share a mother.
Okay, and
Edna.
she's still alive.
Edna, yeah.
Edna.
Mm-hmm. She lives in Neural.
Oh, well, why don't we just have her ask for him? Does he like you? I assume not.
Well, we're not close, but we're not at odds.
But he likes his mother.
Yes, she's a fine woman.
Of course. I mean, she's raised such a strapping young lad.
Enough of that. I know what you're trying to do, but you're correct.
Thank you. Why don't we just have her ask for him?
What do you mean?
Have her write a letter.
It would take some time for me to send a message to my mother.
Yeah, we'll
down
take
in
the-
Neural.
We'll take. If you can speak through her, have her speak through you, I can take down the letter. If you have a copy of her handwriting.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You fold the documents and give it to him.
No,
I
forgery implies
agree.
falsehood.
Whatever. Just your silver tongue might work on some people, but you right align with the way I think. Smart. Now, let me see what you can do. And he goes over and he goes to his desk. There's a desk there, and he said, "Come here." And he waves you over, and he gets a blank piece of parchment and ink and a pen or a quill, and he goes rummaging through the doors, and he pulls out a letter that he has from his mother. And he opens it up and he puts it up. There you go. That's what I'm writing.
Okay. I'm going to
Make it simple. Just write something that I can see, like "My dearest Clymer." Tibor.
Well, okay.
Was this always his accent?
Okay.
Yes, he's always. Yeah, he's a fat guy. He got trouble with the bees.
I will do that, and I'm not going to use my spell yet. I'll just use my forgery kit.
Your forgery. Okay.
What do you want me to roll?
Forgery, I do believe, is connected to dexterity. If it's on your sheet and you loaded it down into like tools, forgery, you can just click on it down there and it'll roll it. Actually,
You have to manually put in what attribute,
true.
though, I think.
If you're
Yeah.
proficient
It's the
in
same.
forgery, you get to use your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, your proficiency and your dexterity.
Okay,
I think it's dexterity.
sure.
It would make sense in this case, anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's way, way passable.
Okay. Yeah, +2.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's like, ooh, impressive. It's good to know.
She's speaking for me.
Oh yes. My dearest Tiber, I'm so worried about you, and I've recently received a letter from your brother talking about the dragon situation up there. Please be a good boy. Come in, check in with your bestest brother, my favorite of sons.
That's good. It's very good. I'm
Number
going
level is your mother.
I
was gonna be like, maybe leave out favorite of sons.
I'm also going to leave out your brother told me. So I write that, and then I'm going to cast illusory script. My eyes start to glow, and as they do, I'm just going to look up at what's her name? Mirna.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to wink at her.
And you go when you do
as
that.
I
When you
cast
look
the
over,
spell.
she's got the book. Her legs are crossed, and the book's open on her lap, and she's like her head's down, but her eyes are up. She's watching you the entire
Yeah,
time. So when
yeah,
you look
it's-
over, she's watching at you. When you wink at her, she winks back.
So I'll cast illusory script to make it look like her perfect handwriting, minus the edits that we made, taking out,
Right. Okay, cool. Oh, this is spectacular. If that doesn't do the trick, I don't know what would. Yeah, good job.
Neither do I. I take it, swipe the bag of money. We'll do our best.
I
Thanks.
have nothing but the utmost confidence in you. Yeah, yes. All right. Well, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Zara's gonna give Mirna a nod. Okay.
She'll nod at you.
Yay! She improves.
All right. So you're scrubbing yourself down.
I'm humming a little bit as I do it.
Yeah. Okay. So you get cleaned up, and by the time you're done, I'll say you cross paths with Ollie as Ollie's getting ready to go on his walk after he comes back and puts up the horses and all this different stuff. So it's basically it's a three-way intersection. You guys all are in that common room and whatnot. And Grimslade's walking with a plate, got some toast on it and a cup of tea.
Oh, does he
And
have breakfast for dinner?
no, just toast. He's English. And then he's leaving while Ollie's coming in one door and you're coming from wherever the washroom is getting cleaned up.
Hey, Ollie, we're going to go Stonehill Inn, have dinner with the Rovers.
That doesn't sound like anything I want to do. Wouldn't you rather go for a nice walk out and see what this place looks like in the dark?
No, it would be hard to see. I'd rather see it in the daylight.
But-
Anyway, I think you should probably be a little more social.
Well, I think I'd rather go check out the outside and see what it's like out there at night. I'm not going to leave town. I'll be this close to
I
town.
don't think you're going to leave town. That would be rude. I'm just saying. You come, you have some dinner, then you take a walk around.
With the Rovers, though?
Yeah. You
I
don't
didn't think you liked them.
No,
You're not
you
going to
don't.
get in a fight with them, are you?
I mean, maybe, but I mean, they're not so bad. I just don't like them stealing all of our glory.
Yeah,
I mean, I know at one time you had talked about wanting to become a knight, and well, as a knight,
Yeah.
you just don't go and pick random fights for no reason.
Really?
Sometimes you do things to avoid that, putting yourself into that situation.
No joke. Huh. You know what? I'm going to think about that tonight in case I want to get into a fight with somebody.
Secretly inside,
Excellent.
Star's like, that's boring as fuck. I mean,
Yeah. I'm gonna try not to get into a fight with
if you get
somebody.
into a fight, you get into a fight, but you don't go looking for a fight.
Oh, really? It's like a knight's code. Is that part of the code?
Yes.
That sounds. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna take that under advisement. Anyway, so you don't want to come for dinner?
Not really, no. I'll just have a piece of toast here, I think, yes.
All right, do me a favor though. If anything interesting happens, like a dragon attacks, come find me, would you?
Sure.
Good, because I don't want to miss another dragon attack. Because knights kill dragons, right?
Yes.
There you
yes,
go, buddy.
If dragons
All right, we're
are
on the same page.
if dragons are attacking, absolutely. Yes.
What if they're not attacking? What if we go search one out?
I mean, you really shouldn't hunt it out just for the sport of hunt. Unless you're, hunting it out for the sport of it.
Right, but if we're hunting it out to save the town?
That would be, that would be unacceptable too. Yeah.
All right, I'm getting the hang of this. All right, well, I'm going to go get some dinner and some drinks. I'm not going to fight anybody intentionally.
Excellent.
And, all right, yeah, let me know if you see any dragons.
okay. So, did Eastus and Ziara, you guys just went to the inn right from the mayor's?
Yeah.
I take it. Okay. Let's take a look at the inn.
Do we want to take a quick break here first since it's 10:20?
You know what? We might as well. Yeah. Let's go ahead and we'll take our break right now, and then we'll get back with you guys going to Stonehill to tie one on with the Rovers. So, all right, everybody, we will be right back. So go ahead and refresh your beverages and get your snackages and use the restroom edges or do whatever you got to do, and we will be back in very shortly.
We'll be right back, and you'll probably be able to hear us when we're not here because this thing is weird. We'll be back.
God, it was like two golden retrievers talking.
Let's see.
We shouldn't do that. Are you sure you don't want to come eat? I think I'm sure. Don't get into any fights. Okay, I won't.
You can still hear us.
Fantastic. I hope so. I hope they
Yeah. All right, I'll be right back.
You guys can put yourselves on mute, you know that, right? So nobody hears you. Yeah.
Will, I posted to the chat thing.
Oh, on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh. Which things?
Hello.
Okay.
You're in black and white, and there's like lines running through you.
Oh, no,
I don't know either. I tried watching it once because Meatloaf is in there, and I couldn't even watch it for Meatloaf. I just couldn't do it. I know. I don't
It's
know
all
why.
thing.
I don't get it. Wes, you like it? I enjoy it, or take it?
It's only like you have to see it live.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just most of it is like everybody saying the lines along with it. It's like it's more of like a social event. I'm not a big fan of the movie.
What play?
Picture
Oh.
Rocky Horror and
Sorry, my mom started showing me Snapchats.
yes. I think it's a potato.
that looks like a potato.
You got it.
Oh.
Yeah.
And we're back. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Spud's Hawk Adventures.
I get it, because Wes was a potato.
Nothing gets by you.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. They could hear for some reason. You can still hear us, even though I turned off the sound by morph. I don't understand why. So you get a little peek behind the scenes. We're a little bit. I don't know. We're a little sluggish today. Usually, we're a lot more entertaining when the camera's off.
I don't know what you're talking about. I thought it was spectacular.
I'm talking about in between there, where nobody was saying anything.
What?
I forget it. Anyway, what are we doing, Will DM?
I was finishing up some touches, I say.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, oh, that's what I didn't put in there. So you guys make it over to the inn. And let me go ahead, and I forgot to put on the forgot to put the rovers in here. Hold on a second. I'll grab the rovers tokens so I can put them in here.
Join us Friday night 9 p.m. Eastern Time for the series premiere of our new Dragonlance stream, where I'm DMing Will this time. So I'm going to be Adam.dm. And
I'll
Will
be-
will be Will.player.
And I'll be mumbling as a player there, and not a DM. Where the hell are these tokens at?
So we're playing the original Dragonlance series of modules. I happen to have one right here. In 5e with all new characters.
There we go.
So if you're expecting to see some of your old favorites, you're going to be really disappointed. But maybe you'll like the new characters they've come up with.
There's some of the old characters in it though.
There are.
so,
You'll
right?
a lot of the NPCs you'll recognize. If you know the books, some of it will be familiar. If you know the modules, some of it, probably more of it, will be familiar.
Okay.
And if you don't know any of them, now's your chance to get acquainted with the entire series. Are you done?
Yep. Okay, so this is the inn. Here we go. The Stonehill Inn.
Are these our friends?
Yep, that's the Rovers right there.
Or
And then
a lot less attractive.
oh, leave him. What are you talking about? I think he's
Oh, I see him now. I thought that was.
the handsome.
You know
man.
what? It was. I was zoomed out pretty far, and it looked like this bottom part here was like an open mouth.
Yeah, and it's black for
No,
a
it's
second because
not. Whatever.
I'm gonna reveal it here. I was going to
You already revealed it.
yeah, but I was just for there. Now you don't get to see the back room. So there you go. This is the front half. So there you go. So let me tell you what's going on in here. We've got over here. Let me get
The
back.
little guy at the bottom behind the bar looks like Quinn Hightopple.
What, this guy down here?
No.
He does.
You know,
I thought that was a mouth too.
Doesn't that look like a mouth?
So over here we've got Halia is there at a table with both Dalbrin and Ruthmere. Okay. We've got the Rovers at a table. There is a female dwarf sitting over here. There is
By yourself, Wes.
by herself.
Take
There
it.
is table of gnomes right here. There is Thurman with Len and Nate.
We don't know who they are.
Yeah, you do. They came in to introduce yourselves to you.
It's bullshit.
You're even worse than I am, Adam.
That's
I gotta
bullshit. You're making
say
all this up.
he's Corporal Thurman. He's the head of the town garrison, and those
Everyone
he
who
did.
everyone who needs to remember remembers. It's fine.
He didn't. Yeah, yeah.
I know. And then over here
I didn't write that
is
down.
a kind of a sulky. It's a half elven guy wearing black. You know, he's got black studded leather on. And then there's one guy at the bar, and
Quinn Hightopple.
Quinn Hightopple, right?
He's alive.
Does he
He's
have,
retired as a barkeep.
He did.
There he is.
Escaped after all.
Toblin is his name.
Question is, actually, I imagine it then, if that really is Quinn Hightopple, he has a fish mounted behind the bar.
It's not.
Skeletonized fish.
Yeah, it's
Good
not.
instinct, Will. Deny. Don't
It is not Quinn Hightopple.
don't feed into it.
You're correct, sir.
There could be the piece mounted behind the bar anyway.
So, and he's just no, he is he's just a human. He's just a human guy,
Mm,
even though his token leads you to believe otherwise. Because
disappointing.
I don't have tokens for everybody as of yet. So, yeah. So there you go. You come in. When you come in through the door, Auric turns around and goes, "Oh, there you are! Come, drop chairs. We're just starting."
Yeah. All right.
Toblin, my good fellow, bring us another round. Yes. When you come in with the goblin, a lot of the other people kind of like, ooh.
Yeah, I'm used to it.
She's got like an entourage.
Nobody.
Nobody really like says anything like, "Hey, get that goblin out of here." But there's some people talking about it.
Yeah, I'll give them a look if I. I'm gonna sit down at their table. Come on, Gab.
Okay. So you guys all sit down. Tolbin, actually, I set up every other freaking page except for this one.
You kind of led us to this end.
I did too, and you figured I would have had this one ready, but of course not.
Kind of figured that's why we were being led here.
Yeah,
The one you had ready to go.
No, I got I just forgot that I didn't do this one. I thought that I had already done it, but
It was more like this is the one I've got done. Let's go over here. Come on, over here. Over
here. Okay, so let me. So Tolbin doesn't come and bring over the drinks, but
who's Tolbin?
Bartender.
The owner, out through the back carrying a platter with a couple of with mugs and a couple of pitchers. Now it looks like an orc, but it's a half orc, and he comes over and he sets it around for you guys. There you go.
Thanks. They're buying the first round.
And Ara goes, I know, don't worry, your money's not good here. Besides that, you're behind us in the count. I don't want you to put yourself in a
killed a manticore
behind drinking behind me.
Did you? What? I mean, yeah, you did maybe scare away a dragon.
Scare away? We fought the dragon.
Right, but he
Don't
left.
A little bit of a difference.
Don't be so modest, Star. You were so excited to show them.
Yes, we saw the
Yeah,
manticore.
I was. And
Well done.
yeah,
Well done.
all the pieces.
And,
Was
that
it just
left-
one?
and I don't think I've ever seen you so gussied up, Star. You're practically blushing.
That's the. Might still be some manticore blood. It's hard. I don't have a mirror in the barracks.
I can make an illusion and show you.
You smell clean.
Thank
He
you.
does.
Yeah. No, I wanted to impress you guys.
Oh, well.
Yeah. No, I think you guys are cool. I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
thank you.
Yeah.
Well, we are part of the Rovers, internationally known and all blah blah blah.
How do you get to be part of the Rovers? Do you have?
Well,
Is this
you
like
apply. Do you want to try and join?
I
He
mean,
does. He does.
this group is pretty good.
Well, I can send word back to headquarters, and then.
Do you think he'd make it if he applied?
Well, that's still the decision's out there, isn't it?
I mean,
Then
everybody.
we'll see how well you do here, and if you do well enough, my dear
Right
boy.
here.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, no, I'm just
I'll
saying,
put
I feel
I'll
like-
put a good word in for you.
All right, we'll think about it. So what'd you
We're
guys
always-
do today?
We're always looking to hire. What we brought back those captives and the severed heads.
Oh, so you didn't do anything else?
No, we just everything doesn't have to be done at once.
So he would be like an apprentice, right? If he joined.
Oh, like a squire.
He would be on probation, not really an apprentice. Yeah. We don't really apprentice people. We like to really be a rover. You have to be already pretty much well formed in general. So, that's the way it is. So,
Are you talking physically?
yes, as well as mentally and in your abilities.
Whew.
The
I
entire
started to like
package.
subtly flex a little.
Oh, impressive.
Yeah, this is a tiny chair. You guys have bigger chairs here. It's a little uncomfortable.
While this is all happening, Ziara's going to sit at the bar, but like still within earshot.
Okay. So Tolbin will come down to her.
Okay.
Hello. You're one of the new adventurers, I see.
She'll nod.
Can I get you something?
Just order a beer. Or
Of
what's
course.
the best? What's your favorite?
My wife's wine. The blackberry wine. It's
So that
rather
one?
tasty. Oh, of course. So he pours you a glass of blackberry wine.
And Ishio is sitting on the stool next to me, like on the stool.
Gotcha. Something for your I was about to say fox, but dog, but that's a fox, isn't it? That's it. It's not gonna go in here, is it? No. Okay. I assumed, but never one. Milk would be wrong for fox. What does a fox? Is it water? Is it a bowl of water?
Yeah.
He actually goes and he gets a bowl of water and he puts it on the counter front. Yeah. So that he'll go back to the never-ending chore of cleaning glasses that is the life of a bartender. Yeah. And then he starts cutting up like lemon
That is
slices.
true too. I used to be a bartender. It was a never-ending supply of glasses to wash.
The guy in the booth, the mysterious figure.
This guy.
What's his deal?
I don't know.
What do I gather from? I'm sitting at this table, like just with cards, just putting cards out.
Well, his appearance is as a gentleman that is quite possibly a mercenary. Could be a tracker or a hunter of some sort. He's by himself. He's just drinking and like in his own thoughts. So, yeah. And he's half elf. Which is obvious because you can tell by the stubble that he has, and he's got the pointed ears and what have you.
Does he have a weapon on him?
Oh yeah. He's got a short sword that's visible at his side. In the booth is a bow and a quiver, like resting against the wall in the booth with him.
I'm gonna say, so Star, who do you think could drink more? You are, and what's one of their names? The one that he likes the most?
Ulrich.
Who do you think could drink more? You or Ulrich?
I mean,
of course, him.
Size.
I mean, look at the size of this man.
Yeah.
And as they start talking, I'm going to be like, yeah, that's a good point. And I'm going to get up and go talk to the dude.
Okay.
I subtly flex again.
Okay. So you go over to him.
Like I bounce my pecs up.
As you approach, he doesn't look at you, but you see that his hands that were on the table, the one falls to his lap that's next to his short sword hilt.
Can I make a perception check to see if I've noticed Isis doing this?
Sure.
Or should I give me?
Actually, you would notice it. What's your passive perception?
14.
Yeah, you notice. I mean, because you're just watching the place. I would assume you're not just staring straight ahead.
No, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So when I notice that, I'm just gonna get up and move over a tiny bit so I can be within earshot to them.
Okay. And then Dolbin will move down.
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
I'll just
Do you like? Is the wine good? I mean,
it's great.
Okay. Are you hungry?
No.
No? Oh, all right.
Take the hint, dude.
And then he goes away.
She's not itchy.
White. It's not here either.
The guy who's looking at that you come up to the table, who's looking at the table.
No need for alarm.
He's just looking down. He doesn't look up at you. He just stays looking at the table in his mug.
Yeah, I'm responding to his movement.
Mm-hmm.
No need for alarm. Just solid, interesting face. Wanted to say hi.
He turns and he looks up at you, and you're taken aback actually because you couldn't notice this because with him keeping his head down, he does have long black hair, but it's kind of in his face, so it's kind of just hiding his features and what have you. But when he turns and he looks at you, his eyes are solid black. I think I'll be the judge of that. What do you need?
I look back at Star and them as he's like bouncing his pecs, and I say, "Some decent conversation would be nice."
And he looks around you and he goes, "What about the one you came in with? Why don't you try her?"
I talk to her all the time,
So continue.
but I'm having so much fun now.
This is the subtle attempt of me to tell you to get lost.
Oh, sorry, I don't speak subtle. What's your name?
Or obvious.
My name is Easily Annoyed.
I'm Eastus. It's great to meet you.
You are persistent, I'll give you that.
I didn't ask Ollie what happens if I'm allowed to fight. If somebody picks up,
He turns around. He turns around and he like puts his back up in the, like you ever send somebody like sits in the booth. He turns around. Keith brings his feet up onto the bench and he goes, "All right, 10 gold. 2 questions. Put it on the table."
I take that deal.
Aren't you like a fortune teller or something?
Right?
How about?
Ollie says through the window. He's passing by the inn.
Thanks, God.
Well, now you see, there's a door, there's a window right there. The window goes, "Ee," and Ollie looks at it. Hey, he's a fortune teller.
He doesn't even stop moving. It's just a shadow. Like maybe 30 seconds later, there's a horse shadow that passes by. I don't know if I need you to get information. I'm not trying to dig, and I sit down and I start putting out my cards.
Don't
what?
This might be charming to the girls. To me, it's nothing. I gave you one offer. 2 questions, 10 gold. I didn't say sit your scrawny ass down in my booth and start playing with your cards. I'll tell you this much right now. I will get up and leave. I see the stories I hear about you. What are they calling you now? Stray dogs?
Sure.
Very true. He starts getting up. He gets his bow.
That would be
He gets
my
his
base.
arrows.
I put down a bag.
What's the back?
It has coins in it. It would have seemed.
Okay. So like it clinks when you put it down.
It clicks when I put it
Okay.
down.
He stops and he goes, "I see you're starting to see what gets my interest." He sits back down.
Not very expensive interest.
I'm interested in you as much as you are interested in me. Let me see. 10 coins. Now, you remember, this guy sounds a hell of a lot like somebody else you just met.
Are we just met?
Like Hargan Yates.
No, that's close. Edermath, which is really close because those are both wardens.
Okay.
But Edermath was the guy that you met with the frozen cow, and he had the same accent.
Oh, okay.
Wow. I don't remember any of this.
I know.
These people.
I'll lay out 10 coins, and but I'll keep it. But they're on my side of the table. So he's a warden.
No, he has no warden badge on him. The wardens have like it's a brooch that they use to clasp their cloak.
Just so
it's like a stylized W, nothing real like unique. But
just so we're clear, the questions will receive payment if the answer is sufficient.
oh, so now you will judge my answers.
Absolutely.
Well, how about this? Why don't you put your coins back in your purse and you ask one question and then I'll ask one question. And then we will both decide whether another question will happen depending on how good we enjoy the last answer.
I slide the coins back in my purse and I go, that sounds like a fun game.
I will allow you to start, seeing as how you're so interested in me.
What brings you to town?
Business. I was delivering something to someone.
Uh-huh.
That's all you get in an answer to that.
Can't argue with that. Your turn.
So, is the only reason you're in town is because of your commission with the Count?
No, I have alternative goals that seem to coincide with me being here.
Your turn.
Pick dare, pick dare.
That's what Star's yelling across the room.
Yeah.
Do you know how I can find arcane information on the arcane in this area?
Oh, that's hard to come by. Not very many wizards around here. None in Harrodford. But you obviously don't know the land in which you're in. Where are you? Oh, wait. I forget myself here. It's not my turn. Why don't you go up into the mountains? You know, there's all kinds of hidden things up there. The dwarves lost much from the invasions and from their civil war.
I'm satisfied.
Well, excellent. So, your other reasons for being here, does it have to do with the county of Nerl? Or are you simply here as a stepping stone to someplace else?
I think we're all just here as a stepping stone. I have no interest in Neural. This place sucks.
Well, this is Harrodford, but you've been to Neural, I take it,
Yes.
as well.
Oh, that place sucks. This place is not any better.
Well, you know, small towns, small cities, they're on the verge of civilization. You know, it takes a while for them to build up.
The far side of the verge.
Have you been to Spine Castle?
I have not. I've heard a lot about it, though.
Oh, it's much bigger
That's two
city.
questions.
Oh, I forget myself again. It's your turn.
I'm going to bank that question.
Sure.
Since you broke your own rules.
I did.
And
it's terrible.
And I will reclaim it when I next see you.
Yes. Have a good night.
Enjoy your night.
You too.
Person who has low
Oh,
patience.
by the way, I have a question for you. This one, and not connection to our game. Let's just say it would be very nice if you would answer it for me. It's not concerning you. On your travel up the road coming here from Neural, and you're traveling about, have you met a gray-skinned elf goes by the name Zarin Smoke?
Zarin Smoke?
Yes.
I will have to think on it.
Tell you what, if you ever hear or see of this man, do me a favor. It'll be worth your while. I'll compensate you. Come find me. Let me know. I'll be here for 2 more days before I leave.
What's your name? Just so I know where to put it in my memory palace.
Just call me Otter for now. You know, like the animal.
You're very similar, the two of you.
I guess that could be a compliment.
I like otters.
They're super cute.
I know, right? I love them.
Good night.
The only thing better than an otter is a baby beaver. Those things are awesome.
And I take my cards and like tap them on the table once and go sit next to Ziara.
Yeah, Ziara's gonna like nod at you to like be like, "Good job, bro."
So when Ollie's starting to walk around outside, how's he doing? What's his mode of doing? Is he going out a particular way? Now, keep in mind,
he kind of wanders out towards the edge of town there and sees his old broken down wall, and When he goes out, he doesn't really have his stuff with him so much. It's more just like, a stroll, like he would at home, where he knows everything and everything is accustomed to everything kind of being safe that way. And so he doesn't really bring any of his stuff with him, so to speak. Just kind of off for a nice little walk, checking out the how things look at night, and not really getting all too far from town. You can still see stuff or see the town and so forth.
I'm going to change the map just for a second. We're going to go back to the map of Hartford so that we can get a picture of it right there. Now, you can see the outlines of the wall, okay, which they're in the process of rebuilding. So here's your guys' place. You're just gonna do a circuit of the wall. Is there any place in particular you'd like to see or go? And are you
starting
armed?
At the Shrine of Luck, heading kind of over to the west there, and just kind of checking out like that little grove of trees or stuff like that.
Okay. All right. So as you can see, you've got some of the over here. You see it there, here. Those are the remains of farm houses that were part of the original Hartford that was destroyed during the Cursed Invasion. You go over there and you start walking around through the trees. Give me a perception roll.
Sure. I'll load my character sheet real quick. And perception. So 19.
Okay. I guess I should roll now. My bad. That's pretty good. You're probably going to notice. Yep. Good job. As you're moving along through there, you notice there's a couple. Well, you hear it before anything else, and they're talking in a thickly accented common. You hear it from the woods, from that patch of trees that's right there.
Okay. I'd probably stop and just be quiet.
Okay. As you're listening more, you'll be like, you hear. Hold on a second. Let me. I'm all up in this different accent now. Let me get my. I'm telling you, they're there. I don't know how many are left, but it's probably. This is the only place they could have taken them. Are you sure? I said, shut your good. Of course I'm sure. Where else are they gonna take them? Not gonna go anywhere else all the way down the fucking Neural, are they? No, they gotta be here.
Thanks, Nightheart Gaming, for raiding.
Hey, thanks, Frank. Thanks, Anna. Or Ann, sorry. Then you hear rustling in his.
I'm sorry, 1 second. Ducka Flucka Flame in the house.
Daka.
All right, continue. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. That's all right. Where's the barracks?
A little bit better. That you
Just
said.
a little.
Just, I mean, it was already good. It just made it better.
Yeah. So, when are we gonna go? He said, soon. Just keep your shirt on. We'll be able to go down there. I'm sure it's at that barracks. We'll go in, stick our noses around, kill whoever gets in the way, and then be on our way. Just be quiet.
Okay, and there seems to be just two of them? Two voices anyway?
There's only two that you hear talking. So you hear movement, but it's quiet movement. So you don't hear there could be like another one or two there, but if all they're doing is sitting, they're not making any more noise, so it's hard to discern if it's just the noise of the two guys or if there's maybe another one with them. Are you going to?
And they don't have a firelight or anything?
Oh, no firelight, nothing.
Okay.
And that is, you heard all that. Basically, the way that the wind's blowing.
Thanks,
it's
Celtic Boar 13, for following Wicked Studios and Greyhawk Adventures.
That's a cool name, Celtic Boar. Anyway,
I'm sorry.
So the no light or anything down their way either.
no.
Okay.
You know the accent though. You've been around enough, especially from being in Neural and then coming up. The accent that you're hearing, it's the Bone March human accent. That's what you're.
But do I recognize their voices then, or no?
No, it's not like it's like, oh, hey, that's Bob. I saw, but no, it's nothing like that.
Okay.
But you can know because there's a lot of. Keep in mind, there's an awful lot of people that are in the Bone March, in Neural, in like Hardford that aren't locals. There's been a ton of people imported. There's a bunch of Nyrondese folk. There's a bunch of people from Airdie. There's a ton of different people from other places here.
Right, and they mentioned the barracks by a specific destination, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I probably would.
Let me
knowing
draw
that
B.
only one, so.
Thanks, Hammer Vic, for following.
I'm actually going to fall back then and head towards the inn and let everybody know what I heard.
Okay. Let's see. Where's the barracks? We're going to put the barracks right here. Oh, God. That's it.
That red flag?
There. That
It was better as the red flag. You should have left the first part.
Well, they've changed it again. This is freestyle, and then it
there's a couple of tools. One of them does that. One
they
of them
changed
works
it.
better.
Yeah, and that's the. What was the pointer? Oh, that's why I got to go to that again. Is that what it is?
You want the freehand one.
That's the one I did, and it fills it in now.
Well, that's the polygon line one that does that.
Welcome to this week's
Anyway, yeah.
Roll20
I can get-
discussion.
I can
as
get-
we
I can
figure
get to
out
that
how
later.
to write things on the map.
So that's the barracks. Okay, at least the barracks of the garrison.
Yeah.
Wow, you don't have to say it like that. Like they were so cool, and
What are you talking about?
it was the barracks of the garrison. You guys have the barracks for the shitheads that nobody likes.
Wow, it's amazing how you read into things. Okay, so you're going to go back to. You're going to go to the inn to let them know, right? Is that what you said? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to make any noise. I'm gonna try to get out of there quietly as I can.
Gotcha. Roll me a stealth.
But
You are armed, though, correct?
I'm always armed.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not, I am.
Nice.
17.
Ba-dum-bum.
I mean, within a few seconds, I have my sword if it's on the same plane of existence. So
Very true. I forgot about that. Okay.
if I don't feel like carrying it with, it doesn't really matter.
Okay, so yeah. You make it out of there. Not a problem. So let's go back to the inn.
I want to arm wrestle Auric.
He refuses.
What?
Yeah, he's like, I'm no fool. You're obviously a tad bit stronger than I am. I don't know.
You look very strong.
What's your strength?
He's probably stronger than I am. I'm only level 3 here. I'm 16 strength.
You
All right,
did-
he'll arm wrestle you.
Can you give me can you just go briefly run through all the rovers? 'Cause I wasn't here that session. Just like give me a name, whatever.
Sure. The rovers are Shadrach.
Okay.
Shadrach is the elf, but he is the smallest elf you've ever seen. He's only 5'3".
Okay.
he's like, you for a second you do a double take. Is that skinny halfling? He's like, oh, no. It's like, oh, okay. So then there's Sarin, and she is a cleric of Pelor.
Human.
Yes. Then there's Auric, who is just a badass.
Okay.
And then Grimslade. And Grimslade is the crotchety older dude that's not very personable. And he's the one that stayed at home to eat his toast and tea.
And these are all human except for Shadrach.
Except for Shad. Yeah. Shad is an elf.
Okay.
With an attitude. Not in a bad way, though.
So let me ask you a question.
Thank you.
As part of being a Goliath, I have a powerful build, which I count as one size larger when
Carrying
my
things.
carrying capacity.
Yes.
The weight you can push, drag, or lift.
Ooh.
Does that count for?
I don't know. I think that might count for
Wouldn't
arm
it?
wrestling.
Yeah.
I would have to agree with you on this.
So what does that do for
I'll
me?
bite. It'll give you advantage.
All right. Are we rolling athletics or just strength?
Oh yes, athletics.
All right.
I see this and I turn my chair and I go, some pretzels would be great.
Oh, double 18s. Woo, look at you. All right, here we go. Oh, you totally beat him.
Wow, man. That was, I'm a little, you know what? He's not as cute as he was earlier on in the beginning of the evening.
And he's like, I do it,
Yeah.
but I figured
No,
I'd give you the
appreciate
satisfaction.
trying. Most people don't accept the offer.
Well, you're pretty intimidating and impressive. I gotta say.
Thank you very
So.
much.
Another round.
Another round.
Never meet your heroes, Sarah.
Now he's going to he's been like putting him away.
Yeah.
Have you been keeping up with him?
I've been keeping up with him, sure.
Okay, give me a con check.
Is he taking a con check?
He's
Damn,
getting
do I still have
blasted.
my portent?
A save or a check?
A save. I'm sorry.
I don't have any portents left.
You used them all already?
18.
Oh, that's
Actually-
right with the Manticore, huh?
Yeah.
Whoa, look at you. You're good. You're not drunk.
Yeah, I'm huge.
I didn't have to use the 11, but I didn't find that out until later.
Yeah.
Okay, you're fine. So does anybody else want to do anything in the inn while the whole Ollie finding people in the woods is going on? Besides
The only
arm
thing that I
wrestling?
wanted, I just would have been like talking about like
This
adventures and
guy,
stuff like
Otter-
that, but go ahead.
Otter left. Just so you know, he didn't stay. After you guys got done talking, he left. And
I would just try to draw out from them as we were chit chatting what they were planning on doing next.
oh, he'll straight up tell you. He's like, they're gonna.
Please say they're going to get the dragons. Please.
If he says, I'm
He
running
was,
out the door
Jack
now.
Sparrow.
I'm starting that 4-day journey.
He tells you, let's take a look. Let's take a look.
Please, 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 please.
Who's this guy in the corner here?
It's just an older dude.
His name's Merlin.
Yeah.
He's the really important one that we should be talking to.
He says that they were thinking about going out to Butterskull.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah? What was happening at
I
Butterskull?
like that name.
Butterskull? We don't have that. Oh, yeah, we do.
Ex-chief has retired. Goblin bands. Make sure he's okay.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
And
That's-
basically, what he's telling you is like they're kind of wanting to stay a little bit closer to Hardford
because of the dragon.
because of the dragon, and because there's an awful lot of. So this is what'll happen. You guys just start talking, and you're talking
Right.
about.
And he's had
what's going on,
had
the
a few,
jobs.
right?
Well, it doesn't matter. They're not trying to hide anything from
Right.
you. But what you're going to finally learn is, since you haven't talked to any of the locals to pump them for local information, you'll find some of that out now
Oh, okay.
from the
that's it.
rovers
Right, yeah.
who have been talking to people,
Okay.
just to help it out a little bit.
Right.
It's,
Well, there's nobody else really to talk to in this inn.
there's a bunch of people right here. What are you talking about? There's a whole village.
Don't take the bait. Well, don't take the bait.
Sorry, you're right. I did. I was like, So basically, asides the fact that there's a dragon, okay, it's usually not this bad up here, okay. When they started the whole reason they didn't just go, okay, well, this is like enemy infested territory. Let's rebuild Hartford. When they started and resettling Hartford and whatnot, there was not an awful lot going on. You'd get some stray goblins every once in a while, but that was about it, right?
Yeah,
now, he's a goblin. There's a lot of goblin activity around here and a lot of activity in general coinciding with the cryovane showing up. And the general theory is that cryovane has been pushing different things out of their natural, territory in the mountains. It's kind of assumed that the old Ice Spire, which was the seat of the goblins up in the Rakers, Ice Spire was a dwarven stronghold that the goblins took from the dwarves and turned it into the goblin stronghold. There's a fortress there and a city. So there's a goblin city up there. And they're like, it's probably because of that. And so they want to stay close to help protect Hartford, even though they're asking, hey, go do this, go do that. They let you know too that four more troops showed up today from Neural to help bolster the garrison, but still 7 troops. 3 of them are in the inn right here now. Thurman and the other 2 guys, they're taking the night off since there's other guys now. 7 guys to be a garrison for a whole village is pretty small, especially with as much activity as going on. So that's what you find out. That's what you know. That's why one of the reasons they're picking something easy like that, Sure. And it really helped reinforce the fact that they're worried because when they went to just go talk to the witch, they ran into an orc raiding party.
Yeah, we ran into a manticore.
Yeah,
never mind them.
Oh, thank God! I thought you guys were going to go to Dragon Barrel.
I'm not saying that.
No, I said that.
I give you a dirty look from across the room.
Well,
hold up my mug.
and in response to that, Sarin, the cleric, who's generally pretty quiet, she pipes up and goes, "We won't ever be going to do that. We're not grave robbers. We're here to protect, not rob."
See, Star?
No,
that's why we shouldn't go.
Yeah, no, we are. We're just
thinking of doing that.
No,
Star was. Yeah,
no, we're not.
He was thinking of going to.
Absolutely.
Okay, it's a sword. It's a dragon slaying sword. What do you? Of course, we want to go to that.
It's a grave, is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you're gonna go dig up a dead man.
I mean, if there's
a
dragon slaying sword in there,
if it's even where.
I mean, I'm not just going to dig up every grave I see.
Star,
That's
but
weird.
You would dig up graves?
For a dragon slaying sword?
Jesus.
I can't help it. He deserves this.
She goes, Starmano has got many reported graves around the
Starmano?
march. Yes, the hero.
It's like your name except Hermano.
The word star seems unfamiliar.
Yes, Stormano.
What is he? That's the guy who has the sword?
Guy whose grave you wanted to rob, I guess.
Yeah, Starmano is he's the let me see. Does anybody else remember who Starmano is?
We never covered this in.
Actually, we have, because this is the Arthurian guy. Remember, I told you he was old Flan hero. He
Oh.
I
was
remember an old Flan.
he was an
Oh,
old
I don't remember
Flan
his name.
hero.
I don't
That's
remember
right.
him being
He-
so Italian.
He's the old
he
Flan hero.
conquered the place first, right?
Well, he's the one who kept it from falling into the Iridians' hands for a long time, and then he ended up dying. They said that he'll come again, blah blah blah, stuff
Yeah,
like
so he's
that.
got to have a kick-ass sword.
But there's places all over the place to
I heard that.
there's remember I told you guys when you were traveling, they have shrines to Stormano
Cool.
all over the
yeah.
place. The little stone cairns. There's a little stone shrine to Stormano right next to the Luck
All
Shrine.
right, look,
in
the
Hardford.
more I hear about him, the
Oh.
less I want to dig him up. So let's just keep it.
So now you don't want to go.
No, I do still. I don't want to hear any more.
He wants me, Will DM, to shut up. Is what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
What is Star's fate? So like, if Isis remembers that, he'll start being like, "Oh, so you mean like the hero that like that Stormano? Is that the one you're?" I'm gonna like say
And Saren will go,
said.
yes, him.
What does Star's face look like as I as I continue to say those?
It's
those
a little
things?
conflicted. He still wants to dig it up.
He's
He
a
doesn't
little
want
bit
to.
like this.
He doesn't want to outwardly say it anymore, though.
Yeah, he doesn't want to say that he's going to do what he's going to do in front of the people. He doesn't want to know that he's going to do what he's going to do.
I turn and I look at the Thurman. Excuse me, Corporal Thurman.
He turns out, yeah, what?
Don't you're off duty, I know. Just a question. When jobs are completed and turned in, is that public record? What jobs have been completed?
I don't know. Probably not. No, because they never post or say anything. That's just all held with the mayor.
Wow. So if it ends up disappearing, I guess we'll
What?
never know what happened.
What are you talking? Look, man, I'm off duty.
I'm gonna throw my mug across the room at Istis.
I hide behind Ziara.
Yeah.
So aside you guys antagonizing each other, is anybody else going to do anything in the tavern?
That was all the stuff I had planned.
Okay. All right. Ollie comes rushing in through the front door.
I say, don't tell Ollie.
As soon as Ollie comes in,
Yeah.
are you guys are all sitting at the same table? Move your-
No,
we've
we're
been
doing
You're
it
shouting
across
across the
yeah.
room?
Screaming this across the bar.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. So after you ask Thurman goes, "Why can you do us all a favor and just go sit with your friends instead of we don't need to hear all this
I
shit."
can't. I'm much closer if I sit over there.
Hey, Ollie's here. Hey,
Okay.
Ollie.
I come running on in and I say, "There's brigands in the forest,
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
going to be attacking the barracks."
What? Shit, let's
Tonight.
get him.
That gets Thurman up and it gets his attention. He goes,
Oh, dude.
"Barracks."
We had an opportunity to do this on our own and be here.
He's like,
Say that out loud.
your barracks?
Yeah, they're going to be attacking our barracks.
Really? Why would they attack our bear? Shit, they want my Manticore bits.
They want your spare bed, I think.
I need
Right?
that. I'm very tall.
And then he goes, "No, of course not. You're right. They're obviously here for the prisoners that we're going to hang in the as
What
soon as we get them."
prisoners?
Doesn't matter. Shouldn't we stop?
Oh,
it?
never mind. I forgot all about the I got it now. I got it.
All of this tracks for Star, actually.
It
Like, you
does.
picked- you
This
picked a
is
good-
perfect, though, right?
All the
He's on
shots.
brand without knowing he's on
On
brand.
brand.
So Thurman goes, "Well, Len, Nate, come on, let's go back to the." And they just run off.
Yeah. Let's go help.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't have
And-
a weapon.
We
Do you
need to
need
get
one?
to the
No.
town barracks.
Yeah.
Well, that's where Thurman went.
Okay.
Thurman took off to go there. And there's
Oh.
there's actually, Ollie wouldn't know this, but the others could tell you. There are extra. There's 4 new guards from the were showed up that are at the barracks. So it's not like it's undefended at the moment. There's going to be 7 guys there. So
Do these bullseye target here things have these weapons in them?
No.
Okay. Gotta grab one on the way out. All right.
They're darts. They're not weapons.
Oh, what am I gonna do with a dart? All right, yeah.
Play darts.
Come on, Stormano. I mean, Star. Oh gosh, you guys are so similar.
Yeah,
so
that's
rogue.
why he
You
would
guys
want me to have his
confused.
sword. Planting the seed, and I run out the door.
So the rovers will get up and they'll start falling out, going over and coming, following you, Ollie. Arik's going to say, "Wait a minute now. What do you brigands? What did you hear? What did they say? What?"
He's talking to you.
Just come
Ollie.
along. There's no time to waste. This is where I'm an expert.
Eastus turns
That's
around.
Arik. Arik just starts laughing his ass off. Very well, good squire. Lead on. And he's just going to start following you.
I
So-
think back to our flashback about him thinking that I was the bad guy and the brigands were the good guys, and just shake my head as I walk out the door.
Are you gonna eat those last pretzels?
Wait, who are you asking me? Or
Yes.
Yeah.
you just slide it to you and then walk out and follow.
Yeah, I eat the last pretzel, then I walk out.
Okay. So tell me. So here we're gonna flash back over. Let me pull back open the. Let's go back over to the Hartford map. Okay. So you guys are right here. So you're pretty close. So tell me what you're doing now. Shadrach, Arik, and Sarin are all armed. None of them went unarmed.
God, what's wrong with them? I'm not wearing armor. I don't have any weapons. I'm gonna just unhook the chain from Gob and just swing that around.
I can offer you a dagger.
This chain seems cool.
I have things.
I have a 10-foot pole that extends.
As we run, I hold my hand up and my sword appears in it. So.
God, I wish I could do that.
I take my cards out. I take like a card out and start twirling it in my hand.
Okay. So now
Adam,
it.
I would start with a short bow.
Oh God, he's got to be terrible that he can't even use a light crossbow.
So you guys are all running to the barracks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
Okay, so-
where are they coming from?
they're coming from the west, past the Shrine of Luck.
So why don't we just hang out by the Shrine of Luck? When they come by, I'll
Well, we don't
swing
know.
this.
I mean, if they had half a brain, they'd circle the town and come from the other direction. But I
Look,
mean,
man,
walking
you're in
down
charge.
through the
You're in
middle
charge.
of town.
You're in charge. You know what's going on. How do you know they're brigands?
They're bandits.
How do you?
They're criminals.
I know, but
They
you.
look just like the ones who were attacking you a while
I know,
ago.
but you've made so many mistakes like this in the past, Ali. I don't want you to be embarrassed.
Okay, so you guys
All
all
right, we'll head
get to the barracks. Okay, and what are you gonna do?
So, do you think there's prisoners here that they're becoming for? Is there anything else in here that would be? someone would be coming for?
There's four of those two Moon Tribe guys in here. The ones that Arik and the Rovers brought back. The ones that
Okay.
spat at Ziara.
That doesn't seem like it's people from that anybody would be coming to rescue, though. There's got to be something
How do you know
else
it's
in
their
there that they would be
barracks?
coming for.
What about
Well, I
this?
said the barracks.
There's two sets of barracks.
So
Well, there's nothing in ours.
Maybe we should split up since we don't know.
I'll
What
go
if-
to our barracks because I got to collect my stuff anyway.
What's the stuff that we put in our barn? What is that? Like, is that valuable? Like, is that something that people would want?
No, it's like flour and
No.
it's
Once
provisions.
again, they
and-
wouldn't be coming from far.
Yeah.
And I relay the full story. I can't
Yeah.
remember the details word for word. But
There's 1 million people guarding this barracks. I'm gonna take Gob and run to our barracks.
Okay. So you go to your barracks.
Ollie, where should I go?
Nothing there.
I don't know. You're your own man.
You're not Ollie.
Oh shit! Yeah, he is in charge, and I don't know who I am.
He can't even keep his
I
own
can't
name
think of my
straight,
own name.
and he's not there.
And I'm not there. Yeah, I said it to Gob. I just don't know who I am anymore, Gob. I'm having an existential crisis.
Wait, so wait.
Stand by with your spells behind me, preferably.
Which location, Ollie? Which barracks?
Yeah, where should I go?
Here. This is where they're coming.
Where is here, my friend? Oh,
one I'm
fearless
at.
leader.
Perhaps the Rovers and I shall start making a perimeter sweep, see if we can spook them, knock them out of their hiding places if they're hiding around here. It's
Excellent idea. Why would someone be coming here to steal something?
They're not. They're coming here, and it's going to be me and Gladrock. Are gonna, or whatever his name is.
Do you think they're gonna come steal your Manticore head? I mean,
I'm already gone. And yeah,
He's
that's
gone.
what yeah.
We'll stop talking to him.
Fair enough.
So
You
Thurman
have the
actually-
you have the magecraft well in hand, Ollie. I'm gonna go with Star.
Thurman pipes up and he goes, "Well, if they're two moons, they'll totally try and get their people. You say they were tribesmen, right?"
They were speaking in broken common,
Well, it's not broken; it's thickly accented.
thickly accented common. Yes.
Yeah.
Is this
It's like-
Squire profiling?
Yes. It is.
Jeez, man, this never ends well.
And well, it's possible. I mean, if there was a large enough force, the two moons are well.
I mean, I didn't get a good look at them or any look at all, to be honest. But they mentioned the barracks, so
Then why not just kill the prisoners now?
Because they have to be hung. It's all part of the process.
Is the matter of death is specific?
Yep.
Okay, well, hang him now.
Nope. The gallows aren't.
no, it has
finished.
to be done when the law says it has to be done.
Exactly.
I can levitate a fucking rope.
Thurman looks at Ollie and goes, "Exactly. It has been it's been determined by the mayor, and so it will be a public display."
Do it right there. Okay. Lead the way, fearless leaders.
So basically, what's going to end up happening is we've got Star. You go running over and you go back to your guys' barracks.
Mhm.
You go and you get your stuff on. It's quiet. Nobody seems to be there. So, you
I
guys.
tell Gladstone, what's his name? What the fuck? is his name?
Grimslade.
Grimslade.
Wait, Grimsley or Shadrock?
Grimslade is the one that's there. Shadrock's with you guys. Shadrock's the elf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. He said Gladrock before, so I.
Yeah, he doesn't know. He just pulls these names out of his ass at random. Mary is Bob. Susan is Kevin. You know, it's
Anyway,
just you gotta
Grims-
roll with it.
I tell Grimslade, there's a possibility.
So you gonna go knock on his door?
I say, what do you mean his door? He lives in the common room.
No, he doesn't. He's got his own room.
Everybody has their own
How
room.
does
We
he
just
have
have
his
two
own room?
beds.
Have
There are
you-
many. There are lots of rooms there.
Yeah.
All right. I tell him, shit maybe
Oh, I'm
going
sorry.
down.
Do you feel less special now?
Yeah. I thought they had
Okay.
the common rooms.
No, there were more rooms. So he
That's
he
cool.
himself has his own room.
Now, what about
So-
the other three? Do they have to share?
Everyone has their own room.
God damn it.
You just have two beds for now.
This
He,
is-
he doesn't bother to remember their names. He wants them to sleep in some standard condition.
Yeah.
And hire him.
Right?
I mean, I'm thinking about it. I haven't made a decision.
Yeah.
I say shit may be going down, either at this barracks or the
So
other
you
one.
knock on his door and he just says, "What?
I say shit may be going down, Gladstone.
Gladstone's not my name."
Whatever. What is it?
Well, go take care of it.
Grimslade? I'm going to, but I thought you'd like to know. I thought you'd like to be warned.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, that's it. He never opens the door.
God damn it.
Two of the characters are in the wrong movie. I think they're in a totally different movie.
Okay, so basically, what ends.
Then I'm outside. Waiting.
Okay, so I'll draw this to a conclusion for you guys. So what ends up happening is plenty of activity gets churned up around the barracks.
Damn it.
You guys wait for hours. No, nothing shows up. Are you guys going to wait till dawn?
Hell no.
Arik,
25 minutes.
Yeah, Arik and the rovers there will wait for an hour, and then when nothing goes down, they're going to go like, look, we'll be over across the way, so just make sure everything's buttoned up, and they'll leave, and eventually, nothing will happen.
Just look at Ollie. I don't say anything. Just look at him.
Well, Ollie spends the entire night guarding,
Thurman will
well,
gladly let you stay with them because they stay on. Thurman and the guys stay on alert, so they're waiting to see.
Well, fearless leader, it looks like you have this observation well in hand. Please let me know if you require my services for an imminent danger, an imminent and present, visible public danger. Good night.
What's Ziara gonna do?
Yara's gonna do the same. She's sleepy.
Okay.
So date tomorrow and everything.
Nothing happens that night. It's the next day. All right, and now is Ollie going to stay up all night, or is he going to try and like do some sleep? The guys that are there, the guards that are at the barracks, they're going to do a shift thing. So if you want to fall into that rotation with them, you can. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll probably do something like that. Have Connie come over and help out too, so that he doesn't totally trust them, but he'll trust her to wake him up if something happens. So
okay. So basically, nothing happens. It's the next day.
We probably shouldn't leave, actually. If the town's about to be attacked, probably should just stay here for today to be safe.
Yeah. You just
so
I'm sure you're back for your date.
We'll just say now,
I never
you
leave.
you guys are all over at your barracks now, and it's morning. It's just the dawn has risen. Well, who knows what might have happened? There was quite a few big swords running around the barracks, unless there was enough of them. That's a pretty good deterrent to keep somebody from doing something. You know what I mean? So
5 and an 18 for Port.
Ooh, those are nice.
Yes, they are.
Those are really nice. Okay. Yeah, so it's the next day. It's morning. You're at thing. You got your wagons over in the barn, and I take it you guys are all in the common room.
Yeah,
and
I'm real torn up about it, but I don't think that we should go.
Arik and the Rovers are there. They're in the room with you, the breakfast hall. And Arik, he pipes up as Gob's cooking breakfast for everybody. If you want to go. Well,
no, I think we should go. I mean, they're not going to attack in the middle of the day.
Well, it's possible.
It's unlikely.
We can stay.
Yeah, I guess there's no need for us to be here since the Rovers are so skilled.
Yeah.
They can do anything better than us anyway, right, Star?
When you get back... ouch.
I wouldn't say that.
When you get back, we'll leave and go to Axholm.
What's an Axholm? Oh, butter knife.
Oh, no, not Axholm, Butterskull. We'll leave. Yeah. He says we'll leave and go to Butterskull when you get back.
Yeah, we'll be gone only a day. We'll be back late tonight.
I don't even know, because how long? It's not even that far.
It's 6 hours, it said.
Is it 6 hours? Okay, so yeah. Yeah, so you'll be back to
So what if wait, what time is it now?
It's morning. So it's like, I don't know, 5 o'clock. It's springtime, so it's starting to, sun would be coming up early, so.
Yeah. So like if we left, say it's like, okay. So we get there at 12.
Yeah, well, I mean, how long is this going to take to deliver some goods, convince the guy to come back, knock him out, kidnap him if we have to?
What time is Eustace's thing?
We're back by 6.
No.
7, 8. 8. Well, 8 o'clock.
The longer we stand here debating it, the longer it will take.
Oh, shit, Ollie's back. Hey, Ollie.
are already in the barn, ready to go.
Yeah, let's go.
As are your horses. So let's mount up and ride.
I mean, Isis can always
You
come.
can
home
eat your
early.
porridge dry.
I mean,
Mhm.
all right, Gob, you can make some sausage and let's go.
No, we're not making fucking sausage. Get on your horse and let's go.
All right, fine.
Turkey it is.
Okay. All right. So you guys will head out. You'll boop.
Yep.
Now you get on the road, and this is a road that's going north. It's not the road that goes to the northwest. That goes towards where the majority of the mines are and stuff. This is a road that's following the Harp River. Okay. You guys are traveling on it for a while. Once you get to, you're starting to get to the point where you're going to be reaching the loggers' camp. You see, before you actually see the camp, you see the tendrils of smoke. And Isis automatically thinks, he sees each tendril and he goes, that's another hour, another hour, another hour, another hour. And,
Where's the smoke coming from?
it's coming from the location of where the camp would be. So let's go ahead and let's see, where's the there it is. And it'll be black for you guys to start off with, and I'm going to reveal some stuff because I'm going to show where you're coming in from. So, okay. Oh, great googly mooglies. They're huge. Absolutely friggin' huge. All right, let me get this guy. Shrink your toe.
I'm super small though.
Some of them remember to stay small and some don't. And I don't know why that is.
Why is this? Oh, there we go.
Okay, the rest of you can go ahead and drop your tokens there. I'll size them up. And I'm going to reveal some stuff, but you guys are... This is before... When we start, you guys aren't right here. This is before it comes into view. So you can say what you're going to say and do what you're going to do.
Oh shit!
Connie!
We're all in the back of the giant horse.
Yeah.
The world horse.
Okay. So you guys are on the road. You see this smoke. What are you going to do? You're just going to bum rush the show? You're just going to all rush in there? Or how are you going to proceed?
Who am I kidding? I want to bum rush it.
Bless
Come on,
you.
guys. Can we...
I mean, we can scout ahead. You guys have me for another 12 hours or so. So
But because I got a date, man. I think we established this. I'm gonna have to, So the quicker we get this taken care of, the better for you, not me, because I'm gone regardless.
I can send my companion to look around if you want, or you can
Totally.
Sure.
That's
that's a good idea.
All right, cool. So what we'll do is here, I'll go ahead and I will reveal to you.
Still don't have a token for that dude, huh?
He does.
Well, he has he has a token, just a 70 pair.
Yeah, I gotta find an imp with a top hat and a vest and what have you. So
Right now he's wearing a porcelain mask. It's like a cry now, like a tragedy mask.
Oh shit! There's some
Nice.
creepy ass things that pop up when you write imp with top hat and mask.
Oh,
really?
It's mostly Halloween masks.
Okay.
Those at home can see it. All right.
Okay. So this is what you. Whoops. Hold on a second. Don't look. Stop looking.
Too late.
Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta zoom out.
All right, cool. Okay, so basically, your imp is going to see that you have there's the camp. Okay. with these things here. These are tents. You can see what they would do is they would get the logs and stuff together. They would turn them into big rafts, okay, and then they would sail them down the Harp, down to Neural, or they would by wagon then deliver the lumber to Hardford for whatever Hardford needed. So thus the reason for the tents. The tents are for like sort of the transient guys that are, oh my God, yeah, don't do that, that are coming and going. Here is a burnt down, you can see them, the 1, 2, 3, where these chimneys are at. These were houses that were burned down. Okay. And they are still smoking. You can see that something happened here because of the simple fact that as it's not as clean as the map shows. There's like odd things laying around, like an odd like saw, or there's a shoe over here. You know, it something went on here aside the fact that there's fucking burned down houses.
Lots of signs of attack.
Yeah, we should
Can
have
tell
come here
what
last
from?
night.
You guys aren't here. I'm the imp.
Oh my God, it moves when you talk even. Dude, that is freaky as shit.
I mean, I'm assuming he's relaying this information, but maybe not.
Well, let me, like...
It's even worse when you smile. Don't.
Yeah,
don't smile.
Can I do a perception check to see, or investigation or something like that, to see if I can see if anybody's still around?
Yes,
Well,
go
then
ahead
you
and
still
give me
have the
investigation.
hat and hear like headphones on, like while you're
Right?
A little bit of dissonance, but let's just ignore it. Perception. Okay, wisdom.
Investigation.
Oh, intelligence then.
Yes.
Oh,
No, you don't notice anything.
Okay.
If there is anybody there, they're not out in the open. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
So it's difficult for me to relay things stealthily because I can't see or hear during this, but I'll come out of the imp's vision. And I'll be like, lots of stuff's burned down. I don't know if anybody's there. If they are, I can't see them, but they could be there. Lots of weird shit.
yeah.
So I feel like this mission was a failure.
I'll tell you what. You know what? Worst case scenario. You see that pier at the end? We run down that pier. We cannonball into the water. It'd be awesome.
Plan B.
Just in
Solid
case.
plan.
Just in
Solid
case.
plan
We don't
B.
want to make it a complete waste of time.
Is this where we needed to end up, or is
Yeah,
this?
this is the loggers' camp.
Oh,
This
what
is where the mayor's brother.
yeah.
He's
Supposed
gonna
to
be not happy. You probably wasted your time with that letter.
You don't know about the letter
Yeah, it's
because
true.
you don't know about the gold.
I don't know about any of that.
Uh,
All right, well, let's
So-
go investigate.
yeah.
Okay, so you guys start making your way up. Now, I will say you are where your tokens are right now.
Oh, okay. Yoink.
Okay.
What's that big house in the back there? Is that like the lodge?
Yeah, it would look like it is actually. To tell you the truth, it's
And it's still standing?
mhm. It's like an official like office sort of thing.
His
Yeah.
brother is the foreman of this place.
Yeah, we
so-
should check
Yep.
there.
Okay, so you guys, as soon as you actually move up the trail and you get to here, what are you doing first off with the horses, and what are you doing with the cart?
Yeah, maybe leave the cart here. And the horses.
Is that wise though? I feel like someone needs to guard it.
It'll just take us a little longer to get back. It's not like we've got any pressing plans or anything later on.
Yeah,
Are we
but
trying-
don't put me to loot the cart.
Yeah, are we trying to sneak at this point? I mean, I feel
No,
like it's practically
not.
impossible.
I'm not really that much of a sneaker.
That's what I was implying.
I mean, you guys can sneak.
I feel like it's a group effort sneaking, you know?
Okay, so you're leaving the horses in the
No,
cart.
we're taking the cart with us.
All right.
Okay, so you guys are just rumbling your asses up in there.
Mhm.
Okay,
At this point,
give
might as
me
well.
the marching order.
I'm gonna go in the front with my buddy.
I'll
Gob.
be in the front.
No, you guys need to pull it all the way back here, onto the road before you get up into the camp.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're not being clear.
I just told you. I don't know what else to do.
You said we were on the road where we were, so I just moved up.
Right, not in the center of the damn camp.
I didn't know. Are we on like initiative or?
I need you to be in marching
All
order.
right, these are our orders.
I'll be on the cart.
Okay.
No, that's high ground. I won't be on the cart.
Somebody else
I'll
be
drive
driving
the
that
cart.
cart.
I would have driven the cart, I guess.
Okay.
I don't mind being on high ground.
Would I have been able to fit on a cart being
That's
pulled
why
by a
I
mule?
laughed.
No.
That's
there's
why I
no
Yeah,
laughed.
way.
you'd be fine.
All right, then I'll do that.
ZR is on the cart, she said.
Okay,
I can be on the cart.
you can easily fit on the cart.
There's a bunch of DMs sighing with sympathy for me. Is this your marching order?
Yes. Still the order. Now we know who's on the cart.
Okay. I need both Ollie and Star to roll me perceptions.
What about Gob?
Sure. And Connie, too. Both of you guys.
Oh.
We are on
Perception is
brand.
Wisdom, right?
Yes.
Nope. Gob is sitting behind me, so it's kind of hard to see around me.
Ooh, look at
Oh.
Connie. Connie with the big 20.
The horse is the only one that notices anything.
Of course.
Connie always does well.
It's true.
Yeah.
Perception.
Connie stops, and because Connie stops, it's not a free attack on you, Michael.
What is that?
But out of the ground come bursting these large here, and wait until I'm done
Oh,
growing
you
it.
already moved it out of the. All right, good.
Okay, now look at it.
Oh, you keep moving.
I can't
Ooh.
see it. Where'd it go?
You would figure you'd wait until I blow it up before
Oh.
you
I
use
know.
it.
I was already zoomed sort of in. So
No.
Pretty.
Okay, it's
Okay.
a big bug.
ant-looking thing.
these are like Tremors. What was that? Was that the Kevin Bacon movie?
Sort
Yeah.
of. You know, they're more like
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers are really good. Like Starship Troopers mixed with a praying mantis. That's what these
Out of
things-
the ground like a tremor.
Yeah, they burst out of the ground. You're gonna kill Wes.
Oh, God.
All right.
Hold on, I gotta pull it up. There should be right. There it is. Okay. Boop. Okay, here we go. So bursts up out, and we've got how many?
What's up, Zeltaris?
Hey, Zeltaris, how's it going, man? So it bursts out of the ground, and it just discharges a spray of acid straight into your face. Okay, dexterity, DC 13, por favor.
Look out.
Save?
Yep, dexterity save. Sorry.
Nope.
Nope, you're going to take the full amount of this.
Oof.
Okay, here we go.
Yikes.
Did I need one? I hope I didn't need one.
You're still going to... Actually, you wouldn't have got that save anyway, so that was my mistake. But you'll get a save here in a second, Adam.
What?
Not Adam. Sorry.
What's happening?
Michael. Yeah, because the same thing's happening to you.
Okay.
How much damage am I taking?
14
Jesus
acid damage.
Christ.
Okay, so give me a DC 13 there, Ollie.
Here he rolled.
Did he?
We can roll again.
Yeah, roll again. Will can't
Oh,
see.
Doesn't
you
matter.
feel. Ooh, that's
Doesn't
terrible.
matter.
Okay, here we
Didn't
go.
matter.
You took 8.
Oh man,
There you go.
I would have liked to have taken.
Your horse dies beneath you.
My legs are already like
Start.
basically touching the ground riding it, so I don't.
Yeah.
I'm still standing up.
Have Gob give me a dexterity saving throw as well.
Okay.
This is a big spray.
Oh, He needs to.
Mhm.
He'll be dead.
Well,
14.
14, he makes it, so he takes half damage. He takes 7 points of damage. And
Even behind me,
yeah, man, that's the way this
That's
works.
nasty.
Gob's almost dead.
I love how it's like, well, that's how the game mechanics are until it's like, well, that's not realistic. Anyway, we're gonna end the episode right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Ooh.
Yeah. Woo! So you made it to the loggers camp. There it is. How about that?
This is why I wanted to go get the dragon sword. It's because
What, to fight big bugs?
I don't want to fight big bugs. They're gonna kill us.
What? I don't. Oh.
I want to go to the dragon sword thing, so I don't have to fight these things.
Okay,
Think of the
okay,
cred.
grave robber.
I know,
Fine.
right? Sarah
that
will
on-
never talk to him again.
Put that on your application.
Yeah, I'll write. Got fucking awesome sword, dickheads.
Also, you guys are
.com.
awesome.
Are we rolling initiative now, or are we rolling next week?
Initiative
Let's
will
just do
roll
it
next
next week.
weekend. Yeah, we're gonna do
I've been
everything
rolling
next
so
week.
poorly. I'm hoping next week it gets
Yeah,
better.
that's fair enough. There you go. Gob almost died.
Yeah,
If he hadn't
Gob's
made that
close to
save,
being dead.
He would
to
have
be
been dead. Yeah. Ooh. That's not good.
He only has 9 hit points. There's not a lot going on for Gob.
No, except running. He's going to turn into Forrest Gump here in a second. All right, everybody. I want to say thank you to everyone for tuning in and watching this episode of Greyhawk Adventures Season 4, Episode 5. And OR! And Wes was over there! So, I'm going to let's have the cast here sign off. Wes, why don't we start with you, Captain Jack? Oh.
Hi. I'm Wes. I played Eastus. Had a lot of fun. Stay safe out there, everybody.
Katie.
Good night. Stay safe.
Michael.
Night. It was fun.
Adam. Ooh, I like that one too.
Good night, everybody, and join us
I was just going to remind you, yes.
Friday for the first ever episode of our Dragonlance campaign. We're going to do the original Dragonlance modules. I got it right here. With in 5e with all new characters. We're not using the pre-gen characters. They're all going to be original characters. Will is going to be in it. KD is going to be in it. For those of you who liked and like to watch the Marvel superheroes, Kem-chan is in it, and a couple of other guys you don't know. So we're not even going to say who they are. You'll meet
So
them
if you're not
Friday
going
night.
to virtual GaryCon, come on over and watch.
Why would you even bring that up? Because now they're going to say virtual GaryCon. What's this?
You have to sign up and to play in those games.
Yeah, you say.
So if you
there's
signed
nothing else
up-
to do. You're just locked in your
If
house.
you
Children,
signed
social
up,
distancing. All you
children.
have to do was watch Dragonlance Friday night, 9 p.m. right
if
here.
you signed up, you're already not going to be here.
Dragonlance.
There you go.
Ooh, look at it go.
So,
Oh, I like the blinking. That's
Do
good.
that instead.
Anyway, so if you're not at Virtual GaryCon, come on down and watch Dragonlance. Or if you're just a Dragonlance fan. And then next, not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, we're Return to Sector 1 will be airing. So it'll be the first episode of it'll be about a 6 or 7 episode story arc for the Return to Sector 1 story. So if you didn't see the original Sector 1, you can go to Wicked Studios LLC on YouTube, and all the episodes are up there. You can check those out. So anyway, I guess that's about it. Did you have anything else, Adam? Did you need?
Nope.
Shout out. Okay, then we're good. Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in and watching tonight. We appreciate it as always. Stay safe as always, and have a great evening and a great rest of your week.
Good night.
Bye.
See you Friday.
all right, good night,
Just-
y'all.
Night.
Hey,
Yeah, I
thanks
guess
a lot.
Night.
Great job.
Bye, guys.
Night. Yep.
Right. I'll talk to you on Friday.
Don't forget about Sunday.
Sunday. Cool. Bye, guys.
All right.
You stand on the road east of Solace, tired from 5 years of adventuring, from a fruitless search for lost clerical magic. You know the old proverb that claims you must return to find what you left to seek, but that saying never really made any sense. Soon, however, it will. For the world of Kryn is not the same. Refugees stream out of the northernmost human lands, telling horrible tales. An invading army has burned their villages and put their families and friends to the sword. Among these stories, you hear of even darker rumors that older evils, the dragons themselves, have returned to the world. Welcome to the world of Kryn and the legendary Dragonlance.